Why the giraffe don't look like the lion? They don't hunt. They got nothing to do with what you eat. You think the lion look the way it eat because of what it eat? You think the physique is what, like watch the lion. You think that physique is that because of what it eat? It's not. It's the hunt that make it look like that. It's the hunt. Because every time it get up and it go out, it's got to run. Every time it go out, it's got to jump on my man and boom, bring my man to the ground. And I don't know if you watched it or not, but I promise you, whatever they catch, it ain't just letting them eat it. It's a fight going on. And every time it fight, it gets stronger. Every time it fight, it get more ferocious. Every time it fight, it becomes more of what it is. Why the giraffe don't look like the lion? They don't hunt. They got nothing to do with what you eat. You think the lion look the way it eat because of what it eat? You think the physique is what, like watch the lion. You think that physique is that because of what it eat? It's not. It's the hunt that make it look like that. It's the hunt. Because every time it get up and it go out, it's got to run. Every time it go out, it's got to jump on my man and boom, bring my man to the ground. And I don't know if you watched it or not, but I promise you, whatever they catch, it ain't just letting them eat it. It's a fight going on. And every time it fight, it gets stronger. Every time it fight, it get more ferocious. Every time it fight, it becomes more of what it is.
Hey, step inside that boot, get loose, knock out a nigga tooth, man. It's your boy 503 Lion, man. Back at it again with another one, man. We got a special guest today, man. Boxing Conversations number 81. We in this thing, man. Much love to the almighty LDBC Lions Den boxing community, man. Much love to my gang, my squad, man. The Houston Hardhitters, man. You know what I'm saying? The usual suspect crew, Berserker boys, everybody that's fuck with the gang, man. It's your boy 503 Lion, man. I got a special guest, like I say, man. Dezi, DC in the building, you know what I'm saying? Pulled up on me and fuck with me, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man. Much love to the whole chat, everybody that's following through today. Yeah, man, it's going down, man. I see y'all following in the building. But first things first, man, let's welcome our guests. You understand me? Because I'm a gentleman. You understand? Dezi, DC, what's going on with you, Queen?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm great. I'm lovely. I'm glad you came through, man. But let the people know who you is and what you got going, Queen.
Yeah, so yeah, as you said, my name is Dezi DC. Y'all can find me on Instagram. I'm actually starting a podcast myself, and I'm actually really, really excited that you reached out to me, especially, you know, on this topic or whatever. But yeah, definitely on Instagram, Dezi DC. Like I said, I got a podcast launching in April. I don't have an exact date for it, but I do have that coming soon. But yeah, more than anything, I'm just really happy to be here and on this platform of yours. It's truly an amazing situation when you can actually have a platform to speak on things that really need to be spoken on. So I really applaud you, and I appreciate everybody that's on here. Thank you for having me.
Already. Some of the brothers, your mic is a little low, so can you cut it up a little bit for me? Speak into the mic a little bit clearer so they can hear you clearly, please. But yeah, she up in here, you guys. You know what I'm saying? She this her first time, so give her a little minute. You know what I'm saying? This her first time on the stream, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So she gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I got my brothers in here with me, man. My co-host, all fella, I always hold it down, man. Stay Ready Boxing TV, the glue of Houston Hard Hitters. Who put this shit together? I'm the glue. You understand me? What's going down with it, big bro? Stay ready.
What's the motherfucking deal, man? Can you hear me, family?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me? What's the motherfucking deal, man?
Already. Good to have you on. Good to have you on, my brother. Hard fella, man. Let the people know what you got going, family. And yeah. Well, how things going down in the field?
And what to do, what you're saying, what going at your favorite, your most hated all fella. Back for another live stream, back for another boxing conversation. Yeah, it's locked down in the fifth. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Music is still creating, you know what I mean? The vibes are still peace. So, you know what I mean? That's what it is. You know what I mean? Check the loved ones. That's what it is. Stay clean, wash them hands, and wash your ass. You know what I mean? That's what it always been. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man.
I wish I was locked down.
You're like a motherfucker, man. I do know that.
I'm at this goddamn job looking crazy than a motherfucker, man. I'm at this
Man,
job looking crazy than a motherfucker, dog. And over here, if it wasn't for me, y'all wouldn't have no electricity, no motherfucking gas, no goddamn hot water, no man.
Look,
I picked the
I
salute.
know
I
what
picked the
shit some
right
of
and
us
wrong field to
appreciate
work
now.
in. Ain't that a
So,
bitch?
Yeah, man.
Salute to the essential workers out there. You know what I mean? The essential workers that are listening right now. Salute to you for real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Y'all the real MVP, man. Yeah. Boys that steady going to work, man, putting it down for the grind, man. My brother stay ready on the grind right now, so I want my bro to stay safe out there, man. But we gonna go ahead and get it popping, man. Like I said, we got a special guest today, man. I want everybody in the chat to follow the homie Dezi DC, man. On Instagram. I want you to also you got a YouTube channel, right?
I do have a use. Can you hear me? Okay, is that a little better?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Let
Okay.
me press one in the chat and let me know if y'all can hear pretty good. Press one, so let me know if y'all can hear. You know what I'm saying? What's your YouTube page so everybody can go subscribe to your channel?
Everybody can go follow me on it's Desiree AC. So it's DESIREE, capital A, capital C. And that's also my Facebook as well. I don't really be on Facebook that much, but I mean, if you reach out, I may or may not reach back out. So, but yeah, you can follow me there. It's Desiree AC.
Okay, cool. Well, if y'all don't know who she is, man, like I say, man, she got a podcast, man. She do a thing. She definitely be on the boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? For the King Wilder. You know what I'm saying? That's how I came across the page. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but first things first, I want to ask you what inspired you to even start talking about Deontay Wilder and the whole Tyson Fury ordeal.
To be honest, I came across there's a young gentleman that I follow heavily as a spiritual teacher by the name of Young Pharaoh, and I was literally going, on his page to to look at a lecture, and
Mm-hmm.
I had seen a couple of people and a couple of recommendeds about this Deontay Wilder fight. And so, of course, I like to dab into anything that I can learn. I like to dabble into. So I looked into it, and it just seemed like one of the most outspoken, one of the most trending, topics, and something that we need to speak on. And so I understand, in this life that we live, a lot of people don't really speak up when it's necessary. So I just took the opportunity to take, one of many stories and just speak on it because it's something that heavily needs to be discussed, and that's just what that is.
Okay. So with all that controversy surrounding the fight, do you feel like Tyson Fury, quote unquote, cheated or had some advantages in that fight?
I'm sorry, can you re-ask that question?
I said, do you feel like with all the controversy surrounding the fight, do you feel like Tyson Fury cheated or he had like an advantage with the whole glove ordeal? What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I kind of look at it like this. Prior to the fight, nobody knew that Tyson Fury, nobody went into the idea that, oh, we're going to watch this fight because Tyson Fury cheated. So I can understand the concept of where, he might be the better fighter, all this and that. And I just kind of feel like, before the fight, during the fight, and immediately after the fight, of course, nobody again has the mindset that, oh, Tyson Fury cheated. It wasn't really until I think it was a British fighter, actually, a European fighter that came out and made mention that, the gloves have been tampered with. So that was kind of where I had started. And when I started researching, I was just like, and I've actually watched a couple of the videos. I've watched, a lot of the debunks. And with all the evidence that's presented at this point, it's just beyond a shadow of a doubt. I mean, it's factual, And so I know he cheated. We all can assume that. But I just kind of feel like it's not the fact that people don't know he cheated. It's just the fact that they don't want to admit it. And regardless of whether you do or not, it is what it is. You can't fight facts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really think it's this. I think it's a big misconception. Everybody wants to believe that no, he's the better fighter, but we can't fight facts. He cheated. It's there. So yeah, 100%. I know he cheated.
Okay. Big R, you want to add on to what the queen was saying, man? What's your thoughts, bro?
Indeed, you know what I mean? Salute to the Queen, Desi DC, you know what I mean? On the 503 platform, Boxing Conversations we have, and we talking the cheating ass Tyson Fury in the dig. Desi, what's your background when it comes to boxing? Like, did you just fall on this this Wilder Fury 2 episode, or were you involved? Were you watching when the first one happened? Were you watching when Wilder was smoking guys out like Luis Ortiz or whatnot? But what's your background when it comes to boxing?
Okay, so to be completely honest, I don't have a wide boxing background. There have been
That's all
just like
right.
just like the more popular fights. There are a few fights that I've probably ran into. The more big fights like a Mayweather fight. Him and Pacquiao.
Mm-hmm.
Those little big fights like that. I've kind of looked into. I don't know the sport of boxing. Like I said, it's not really my thing, but
Mm-hmm.
I more or less got in tune with it for the mere just for the spiritual aspect behind it, the cheating aspect of it, and seeing as though I don't really know about sports that well. I can say that you really don't have to know the sport of boxing to know when somebody cheated. You know what I'm saying? And so it's unfortunate that it happens in other fields. It just so happens this isn't really one of those situations. I look at it like it's not another black man being killed on the street, but it is a black man being attacked, in the sport of boxing. So regardless of what
Mhm.
area of life, I'm going to jump on it regardless. So yeah, to answer your question, I don't really have a big background, but there are some things that I've learned along the way and thus far.
Already. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. My bro BLTB say she fired. The fact that she doesn't know whose background makes it even better. Okay. Stay ready, you know, bro. I think he said he jumping in and out.
Yeah, because motherfuckers won't stop calling me, yo. Because when they call me, I can't say anything, so I got to go back out and come back in just so y'all can hear me when I talk.
Right. Okay. You want to add on to this, bro?
Man, I miss so much because motherfuckers keep calling me. It's pissing me off. I done missed some shit. I just remember she said she done watched a few fights like Mayweather fights and a couple of other famous fighters. But I just
Mm,
want to say this: we do need more women in the sport and to talk about the sport.
right.
So is that something you thinking about? Is to turn your channel into, not just the stuff that you already got, like showing your piercings and the things like that, but actually doing more talking points when it comes to the sport?
I definitely will probably engage, but it won't be heavily engaged on, only because again I don't really know the sport of boxing. But I mean, it doesn't that's not to say that down the line, once I do learn the sport, because I unintentionally learned it this go round. It's not something that I didn't know, but I learned a little bit more than what I did initially. So um yeah, throughout this process, I'm definitely going to take it into sports a little bit more or less, because I was watching a couple of videos on Netflix or whatever, and it's just crazy because unfortunately, the sport of boxing hasn't always been, as far as black men are concerned, we haven't really been heavily favored in the sport of boxing, which is one of the reasons why I don't take too well to it, because I think it's unfair for more black men um in the sport, which is something that I've learned. I mean, we can take it back to Django, for everybody who's seen Django, even if you didn't. There was a
Mm,
part in there where Leonardo DiCaprio had the two big black men in there fist fighting, to literally the death. And at the end, it ended up resulting in a death. You know what I'm saying? And so this has been a sport that unfortunately it's positive for us because as Black kings, why wouldn't you want, why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you want that look? Why wouldn't you want that feeling of being a king, being a boxer, presenting yourself as such? But then, the flip side to that is that, your sport, that you partake in, it is diffused into some bullshit. It now becomes a money market. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's unfortunate, and I hate to see that, which is why I like to speak out on it. But this is something like, that has happened for centuries. There's so much history behind boxing, and I'm gonna be honest, it just kind of offends me, to see, our kings want to partake in something that's a part of their lifelong journey, or, whether it's short term or long term. But the fact that, our kings want to do it and really can't do it because, their careers could be compromised, their finances and all that. And it just kind of offends me to the point where I haven't engaged in it as much as I want to, but that might be all the more reason for me to. So I probably will down the line do a little bit more, but yeah, I'm really kind of focused on this Deontay Wilder one because it's actually getting a whole lot more buzz than most fights that's taking place. This is a little bit bigger than the Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao fight, which I question that shit too. So
Yeah. So let the people know a little bit about yourself. Like, I know you say you from DC and stuff like that, and you moved down to Texas. So what brought you down south? You don't mind me asking?
Oh, no. So yeah, I'm from DC, born and raised, Southwest DC on Darrington. And I moved here to Dallas back in 2008. I was like in my last year of high school when I moved here. And it was sincerely a big adjustment. But, as an Aquarius, we don't really attach to too many things. So it's very easy for us to conform to something else. So yeah, I moved down here. I went to
Oh shit, she went in and went out.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I went
there you
to
go.
Berkner and Richardson, and I graduated from Berkner High School. And ever since then, I've just been kind of just floating around Dallas, I guess. Like I said, I'm a host, a radio show host. I'm a brand ambassador. I'm a phlebotomist as well. So, I don't do it anymore, but I am still a certified phlebotomist. I'm starting my podcast, as you all know. I'm starting a magazine. I'm starting a water bottle business. So I do a slew of things. A lot of people say I'm funny. I don't know. I'm just, I'm just honest, I guess. But yeah, I have a daughter, almost vegan, not there yet, but
Okay.
I'm working on it. Now I'm spiritually growing every day. So yeah, my life is pretty much an open book. Anything you want to know, I'll tell you, So that's the life of Dez.
Okay.
That's what's up. Yeah, I was
I'm
pescatarian
pescatarian, so
for 6 months, but I'm
one
back
second.
eating
Is she
eating
talking?
them chicken wings. You in the dig, you know what I mean? I'm back eating them chicken wings. Speaking of which,
Hello?
since you from DC, do you know something about the mumbo sauce? Well,
Hello.
okay, tell us about the mumbo sauce, because I ain't never tasted before. I'm just seeing the shit, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I want it on my chicken wings. Let the people know that ain't familiar with the mumbo sauce.
Mumbo sauce. I don't know what the hell that is. What's mumbo sauce?
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You can't hear us? Hello? Dezi, can you hear me? Oh damn. I don't know what just
Des,
happened.
you good? You can hear me?
Can
Yeah.
you
Hey, 503. I don't think me and her can hear Autumn.
Okay, well just
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
just
we can hear you.
we can hear you. Can you stay ready? Can you come in and come back out, bro? Cause I don't know if everybody can hear everybody. Hold on right quick, Shay. We trying to get the audio together, man. This stream all be pissing me off sometimes, man. Okay, Dezi, can
I
you hear
hear
me?
everybody. Me and you are good so far.
Okay.
Maybe it's my phone. Is it my phone?
I don't know. I don't know what it. I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me? Hello? Damn. Let me see.
Yeah, we hear. I hear you, Fabo.
Okay, I can hear you guys now.
Yeah, sometimes the screen. Can you hear me?
I can hear you guys.
Can y'all hear me now?
Let me see.
Yep.
I can hear you
Yeah,
guys.
I hear you, Fabo.
Okay, I can hear you guys now.
Yeah, sometimes I'm getting some bad echoes in the back. I don't know what that is, but we gonna get through it though, man. We gonna get through it. Desi, you there? Hello,
Hello.
I hear
hello.
everybody but all fella.
You hear everybody but
Yeah,
What
all.
did
yeah.
you
You
say?
hear me now?
I
I
can
ain't
hear
been
you now.
saying nothing.
Oh, okay.
All right, I think
Damn,
we
we in
ready to
this
go.
thing.
I think we ready to go.
Good.
So,
We back
speak
like
on
we
the
left
mumbo
some.
sauce. Speak on the mumbo sauce, if you please, Queen.
Hello.
Was somebody asking me a question? I hope I wasn't.
Yeah, this audio, this stream is tripping, man. Hold up. Let me see. Let me see.
He,
Let me see. This shit is pissing me off. Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
All right.
Is everybody there?
Mic check one
I'm
two
here.
one
I can
two.
hear you. Can you hear
Mic
me?
check 1 2 1 2.
I'm hearing
Uh,
y'all.
Can you?
I'm trying to see.
You can't hear me?
Is
Yeah,
this?
I can hear you
I don't know
guys.
what's going on. We just having a big technical
Can
audio problem
503?
right
Can
now,
you hear me?
y'all. I can hear you, bro. I can hear. I just want to make sure
Okay.
everybody else can hear everybody else.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm just making sure.
Hello.
yep. All right. Now, back to the question. And then I mean, since I'm back to
I
my
hear you,
chicken
bro.
wing, since I'm back to my chicken wing game, you know what I mean? Let the people know what mumbo sauce is. You know what I mean? For
Man.
those of the listeners that don't know what the mumbo sauce is, that's native to DC.
So, okay, like there's been some like big issues with the mumbo sauce. Now, mumbo sauce is just a sauce. It almost tastes like barbecue sauce, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like a little bit sweeter, and I want to say just a little bit more loose than barbecue sauce, but it almost kind of has the same taste as barbecue sauce. And you put it on your chicken. Now, if you get the one that's orange, that's not the good one. Don't get the one that's orange. Get the one that's like a brownish, reddish almost. That's the one that tastes better. And there are a couple of places that sells mumbo sauce, but it's really just an East Coast thing, I want to say, and it's really just out of like DC, Maryland type area. I really don't even think in places like Virginia you'll find it. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you would have to go to DC to try it. Have you all been to DC yet?
Nah.
Nah, not even, not even.
I haven't.
Oh, you guys
Yeah,
have
but the
to.
the legend of the mumbo sauce is reached out to Canada. So yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yes. Mumbo sauce is so popular. They came out with a song for, Wale definitely markets mumbo sauce too. And, he's up there in the music game. So, I'm not surprised. I am surprised that it took so long, but as popular as mumbo sauce was and still is, I'm just kind of surprised that it's just now kind of branching out. But yeah, like y'all gotta go down there, and if y'all are seafood eaters as well,
Right.
y'all get the best seafood in the world. Our nation's animal is the blue crab. So yeah, it works. But y'all have to
Hmm.
get down there. That mumbo sauce is literally like finger licking good. Like you'll be licking the plastic container when you finish. It's actually really good. But I don't eat chicken anymore, so
So
yeah.
you pescatarian or vegetarian or you going vegan? Desi, you can't hear me? That,
Hello.
that's weird.
Ooh,
The hell?
can y'all hear me?
Hell, I
Yep,
can't
you
hear
good.
all
You good.
of
Can you hear me now?
Okay, yes.
Okay. Some of the brothers want to know if you vegetarian. My brother, main boxer, boxing biker, asks, are you vegetarian?
Um, no, I'm not vegetarian. But I'm working towards a vegan diet. I did do a Daniel's fast. I don't know if you all have heard of it, but it's called the Daniel's fast. And you literally just eat like fruit, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. And I did that for about 13 months, but I had dropped a significant amount of weight, and then I had did it like cold turkey. So I had literally just cut off red meats, pretty much everything that I was eating for like
Mm,
21 days. And that 21 days ended up turning into like 13 months. And kind of towards the end, I had dropped a lot of fucking weight. Like, I'm already about 118 pounds now. So just imagine another 8 to 9 pounds being taken away from that, you know?
right.
Yeah. So no, but I'm slowly migrating into the vegan lifestyle. Going back to the vegan lifestyle, but I don't eat any red meats.
Mm,
I really don't eat any meat. There's constant conversation on if fish and seafood is still like a meat or not. Technically, you're eating the flesh of an animal for consumption, so it's still technically a meat if people don't want to, I guess, a meat but not a red meat. So
the,
I do
I'm
still
I'm
eat.
pescatarian. The reason they don't consider it as a meat because they consider meat from land animals. So that's why.
Wow. Okay. Well, I just learned something different. 'Cause, everybody kind of has their perspective on it. So, I just kind of learned if you're eating the flesh of an animal, it's technically considered meat. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I personally, I don't eat any red meats. I don't eat any chicken, any pork. I don't eat any of that. I do eat seafood. I don't really eat too much fish anymore. But other than that, I do eat like shrimp and crabs every now and then. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to kind of get out of that as well. So
okay. I want to ask you this.
yeah.
Since you coming from DC, like, what is one of the main things you notice the difference in DC culture versus down south Texas, Dallas culture? Like, what are some of the things that you picked up on when you came down here? Like what's the difference between DC and Dallas? Well, down south, shall I say?
From the time I literally stepped off the plane, style was definitely something that I literally just did not. You go places and you expect something, but you don't expect what you actually get. And so when I first moved down here, I guess this was at a time where the girls were doing I guess they were doing, I guess the quick weaves, but they would have it to where the tracks would literally be across their foreheads and shit. And so that was like the first thing that I noticed about the women. And then the men, their style, like the way they wear their hair was definitely eye-catching, and it was so many people that were doing it. So that aspect of it, and like clothes, like in DC,
Mm,
we bound to put on anything and make it look good. You know what I'm saying? We don't have, everything don't have to match. But when you
right.
moved here to Dallas, everybody just had to match. If it was a white shirt, black shoes, or like a white shirt, black pants, black and white shoes, black and white accessories, black and white in your hair. And I was just like, well, damn, where's the color pop? But style was definitely something different. Of course,
Mm,
accent was definitely different. People weren't used to hearing water and curd. You know, people weren't used to certain languages. That
hold on,
that
hold on.
actually
How you say it? How you say it again? How you say it? Water? How you say it?
water.
Oh man, that's something different. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like you
Yeah,
standing
I
like you
swear
want to go for the
it sounded like you was
huh?
Man, stay ready. You want on mute, bro.
yeah, I say it sounded like you were saying Wody.
No, not woe. well, no water. Like you
I
want
know.
to drink from the water fountain or like current. Like I eat a lot of currants, and when I would say current, people be like, "What is a current?" And then I gotta slow it up like carrots.
Oh,
So
Oh. God
I was
damn.
like, I was confused for a second. My damn self. I'm like, what is a current?
yeah,
I'm
so
like,
that was
I'm like, are you talking about
definitely
like electrical current?
yeah, electrical current. Like, and it's crazy because like when you hear Texas people talk when they're talking about hair, like I say hair. Like if I'm talking, I say hair. But when
You
they
say her,
say hair, they say her. But when
her.
I say her, I'm not talking about her as in hair. I'm talking about her as in girl. But when they say her, they talking about, you know, her hair. Her. Say
See,
it.
she talking about how I talk now
Yeah,
because
she
I'm
wanna
country.
go get her
I'm
hands
country as
on
hell.
her done.
503 talk about how I talk too because I'm country as hell. So when I instead of saying hair or here, like if I say come here, I say come here.
Yeah,
That's how I talk.
Comer.
Come
Or what
here
is it when
or
people
her.
be like, when they be like Murvy, when
Who?
you watch Murvy,
I don't
Yeah,
say that. I don't even
they
know what that
start
is.
like they start
y'all
adding
talk with a
R's.
tang. It's like
I do
I
It's
got a
like
thing. I'm
comparator.
country.
When people be like comparator, I'm about to go get on a comparator. They start adding R's
I'm
and
not. Now I don't do all that. I'm computer. I'm all that. I don't do all the R's. I can't do the R. I
yes,
replace my R's with A's. So anything that got an R at the end of it is gonna have an A. Computer. You know, all
yeah,
that. You know,
like the girls would say, I don't like her, but they wasn't saying
exactly.
her, they were saying her, but it would come out her. So I literally had to adapt quickly.
mm.
I didn't know what a tea lady was. Like when I hear people say tea lady, I
You didn't
didn't
Hey,
know
that's
what a tea lady was.
you didn't know what a
And
T
so,
Jones was? T
huh?
Jones, you heard of that? T Jones?
I heard of T Jones too. I didn't know what that was until I had moved. And I'm like, why do people keep saying, what is a tea lady? Like, I didn't know
I
what
actually
that
called my mama. When I talked to my mama, I be like, "Hey, T lady." Like I actually called my mama T lady.
see, I look, I would hear people and I would act like I knew, but I didn't know what that was. Like, stuff like that. And then queso, like how y'all have the queso with the meat, the cheese, and all of that. Like, we don't really have, we
Hold on,
don't
hold on,
really
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
See,
hold on.
queso
Pause.
is
Right? So, so,
Mexican,
so,
so
so, so,
that's
so,
not a
so,
that's
so
not
let
a
the
term
listeners
from
know
us. That's
what a
actual
tea
Mexican.
lady
So
and
you know
what
that's
T
Mexican
Jones
cheese.
is.
Queso is an actual cheese, it's Mexican cheese. And when you eat nachos, it's technically queso on top of chips. So that's
Right.
no. What is that food that you want? What is the food that they eat down here with the queso and the meat and all that?
yeah, queso.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's not the name that I'm thinking about then.
Nachos.
It's a Texas food where they have the cheese and the meat with the tomatoes in it, and then you put it over
Oh,
chips.
rotel. She talking about
Rotel,
rotel.
that's what it is. I said queso. I'm sorry. I meant rotel. I
Oh yeah,
didn't know
rotel.
nothing about rotel until I came down to Texas.
Yeah.
What?
We
What?
don't, yeah, rotel is not really something in DC that we eat. A lot of the foods that we eat, we're very diverse. So we have a lot of shit down there. But we
Mm.
have we have Chinese, we have Indian, we have Mediterranean, we have like we have like a different slew, but we don't really have too many like country down south. We have a lot of soul food places, but not necessarily like barbecue style. We don't really have too much of that.
BFTB in the chat talking about the hell is a rotel. Nah, hey BFTB,
See,
I'm glad. See, he in Dallas. He's from Jersey, and
Yeah,
he
you
in
from
Dallas,
yeah, see, he
so
from
he
the
don't
East
know nothing
Coast
about
too.
rotel either.
Yeah.
right.
Hey, BFTB, you eat some rotel, you gonna love it forever. I'm telling you that now.
Facts, facts.
I swear to
I never
God.
heard of it either.
But I'm gonna ask you something.
Go ahead, bro.
So, I'm in Houston. We have that same thing, like you said in DC. We have Indian food. We actually have a whole Indian neighborhood. It's called Mahatma Gandhi down here in Houston. We have
Oh wow.
Mediterranean
Okay.
things, Chinese, and all that. But one of the big things is we have a big vegan culture here in Texas too. That a lot of
Yeah.
people that is really getting is growing. But I know when I was in Philly, it was a big vegan thing in Philly too, because I ate a whole lot of vegan food while I was in Philly. Is it
Yeah,
like that
and
in
you have,
DC?
yeah, but you have to also kind of it goes kind of to your environment as well. You'll notice more in like the leafy kind of areas like Jersey, New York ish, like the south, like not the south but the east coast areas. We're right next to the water and we're right next to, trees and things like that. So that, I think, environment also definitely takes a toll on the foods that we eat as well. Like I said, on the east coast, you'll see a lot more people consume seafood than you would here in Dallas. Whereas here in Dallas, you would see more people consume like, you know uh pork and barbecue, and a lot more of the grill type, types of food.
Man,
So yeah, it's a little different, but yeah, we definitely have a lot of vegan areas in DC. I don't know how popular it is. I don't want to get the lion or nothing, but I do know we do have a lot of a lot more people that eat seafood, and we do have individuals that partake, but I don't think the communities are as large as in Dallas, though.
okay, okay, okay. I want to ask you this: what is the main thing that you notice the difference between in men, like versus you being in DC? Like, what is the difference between the Dallas dude and the DC dude in your opinion? Is DC dude like more aggressive, laid back, or Dallas dude more aggressive? You know what I'm saying? Like when you first got down here, what did you notice the difference in between the men? Like when you was in school?
Facts. Do
So
do do DC dudes wear like spandex capris like Errol Spence Jr.
Hey,
Classic Dallas dude.
don't start your
Speak
shit.
on it.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead,
well,
Go ahead, Desi.
I can honestly say one thing that I do know for sure about DC men, we tend to they tend to lock their hair. So I don't know if that actually counts as a qualification, but I do know they do wear a lot more locks in DC. Almost every guy in DC got locks in their hair. But I think in DC more the men take care of their women a lot better. I see a lot more healthier relationships. Like in my family alone, all of my family is back in DC, and I have cousins. Like I'm single, and I've been single for about almost 3 years now. But I have little cousins that, mind you, I'm 29, but I have little cousins that are like 21, 23, 25, who've been in relationships for like 3 to 7 years, if not longer, with their partners. And you see a lot more people booed up in DC than you would in Dallas. But the men tend to be a little bit more firm when it comes to their women. You also don't really see as much abuse. Like, I will be honest with you, like, I was in an abusive relationship myself here in Dallas.
Okay.
Um, which was like which was my last relationship, which now it's blown over, almost 3 years. But it wasn't really until I moved to Dallas I started seeing more men being as abusive to women and openly. And and like I said, it just depends on the environment. It's a lot of characteristics that come into play. But it wasn't until I moved here that I saw, especially our younger generation of men, abusing women, hitting women that were pregnant. And but I can't just say it's the men, as it's the women too. I can't just call out the men. I gotta call out the women too. But um if I can speak on relationships, you find in
Yeah.
DC the men be booed up a little bit more. You have more people in relationships than not. And you got more families, my cousins, and just in my family alone, and my family is huge, and then we have a lot of friends of the family as well. So a lot of them are in relationships, with their significant other, been in relationship, been in that relationship for long periods of time. And in Dallas, I just don't see that as much. I just see more people jump from relationship to relationship as opposed to in my hometown, you just kind of stick to what you know?
Okay, cool. Yeah, she single main boxing. You know what I'm saying? He say you about to have a whole man by the end of this shit. Yeah, I don't know about all that, man. I don't know about all.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with all of y'all. I'm an Aquarius, so I detach emotionally, physically. I'm gonna be honest with you. You hit my DM, you don't know what you might get. So,
Facts. Cause
hey,
I thought you wasn't gonna respond to me, y'all. So, no, I'm telling y'all, hey, be careful. Be careful. You gotta know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? But
yes.
go, Desi.
And I really don't mind being on a dating scene. I really haven't thought about it because I got a lot of shit to do these days. But I love my men. A lot of people assume, I guess, because of the haircut and the waves, that I go both. I don't do that. Just letting that be clear. Yeah, I love my men. I show respect to all of my men out there. I don't know. I see somebody, I'm a Taurus. What's crazy? What's crazy? And that's going to be, I'm doing actually on my next episode of my podcast, I'm doing zodiac signs. And it's just so crazy because me being an Aquarius, the least compatible are Taurus and Scorpios for me. Taurus, Scorpios, and Pisces. So if you a Taurus, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, it probably ain't going to work out.
Well, hold on, because a lot of the brothers is Taurus right now. I got like three.
Grave digger ain't having that. Grave digger ain't having that. He says he's hitting up the DMs ASAP, Queen. He says he's hitting up the DM ASAP. So get ready for that.
Look, I love Tauruses to death. I get along with Tauruses so much, but the thing is, what conflicts is that I'm naturally rebellious and I don't really do what everybody. I'm known for doing what the crowd doesn't do. So,
Right.
Tauruses are more they're earth signs, so they're a little bit more strict than I am. And see, I don't really like to be confined. I like expression. I like to move around. I'm an air sign, so I don't attach to anything. I just be all over the goddamn place. So with Tauruses, because they're a little bit more disciplined and they're a little bit more routine, it kind of causes conflict. And because again, I'm naturally rebellious and they're naturally bullheaded. So there's a lot of arguments that take into place. So, energy and spirituality, if y'all not spiritual, y'all need to get on it. You know what I'm saying? And Tauruses are really, really good companions. They really are good companions. They will take care of you. They're very, very hardworking. They the first ones up, the last ones sleep, and probably still don't be sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I love Tauruses. Taurus energy is really good, but for my type of energy, it might be too much debating, and we probably won't see eye to eye as much as we probably could. So look.
Okay. What sign do you think you're most compatible with and why?
To be honest, I love Sagittarius energy. I love Sagittarius energy. Any type of upbeat, Libras, Gemini, other air signs like me. Um, I really
Team
I
Gemini.
love other air signs, any air sign or fire sign. So you got Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, or Gemini, Libra. Um, those are probably any air sign or any fire sign because air and fire can make a huge combustion. So it really just depends. And just because you're least compatible doesn't mean that it won't work out. It's just that it's least likely to happen as opposed to what you're more compatible with. So I think people
So
just kind of over exaggerate shit to the point where it becomes unbelievable. So yeah.
Okay. What you was gonna say? Say Reggie?
question. No, because I was just saying, are you saying that air signs aren't compatible with each other?
No. I'm saying they are more compatible with each other.
Oh
You'll
yeah.
find that during in your research, all the different categories. You know, you got your earth, you got your fire, you got your water. All of those signs together, you know what I'm saying, are generally do well with their own. But that's why you have a least compatible and you have most compatible. Like I'm around Tauruses all the time. My mom, my stepdad, my daughter, my godson, all four of them are Tauruses, and I have all that energy around me. So I have a lot of history and a lot of experience with Taurus people. That's why I'm able to speak on it. You know,
Mhm.
my daughter, like I said, my little queen, she's a Taurus, and so I get the children energy, the boy and the girl, as well as the adult male and female energy. So I have a boatload of experience with Taurus people. Again, I love them, but y'all are a force to reckon with. And you know, I just don't like for people to just not agree with me. And I understand that you will not agree with me all the time, but I don't like it. I understand, but I don't like it. So
Man.
Taurus people don't like to let up, and I respect them for that. But you're going against an Aquarius, so you know I feel a little bit
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Tauruses don't. I swear to God, my best friends are Tauruses, and
Yes,
we
and they
argue
don't.
all day,
Yes, they
all
don't
day.
let up. They don't let up at all. They will
And even
argue.
when you prove them wrong, they gonna find some way to say, "Well, I was still right at this point right here because you knew what
Yep.
I was talking." Like, nah, I didn't know what the fuck you was talking about. And the
Yep.
people I can't stand is Leos. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I don't get along with
Oh
Leos.
well, don't. Well, I'm like my moon sign is in Leo, so my main sign is Aquarius, my sun sign, and my moon sign is in Leo. So I have a lot of Leo in me. That's kind of why, like I said, that Deontay Wilder fight was another reason. I told people I'm not going to back down from this because I had people coming on my page and they were saying just about whatever they needed to say, and
Mhm.
it's like I got Leo energy, and Leos like to be seen. I don't care what nobody says. Leos like being seen. They have this energy. It's like you a king. I'm all about it's about me. Don't talk about you. Talk about me. Or make sure you see me. You know what I'm saying? And Leos are like
Yeah,
that. So I have Aquarius and Moon and Leo. So I got all of that. I got all of that energy just running off. You know what I'm saying? I have all of that energy running off in me. And I said, I love my Leos though. That's a fire sign. And shout out to all of my Leos because I love y'all. They're amazing people though.
Right, right, right. Yeah, my girl is a Leo man, so I definitely feel what you're saying. But I want to ask you this right quick because I know we jumping all over the place. Man. But
Yeah.
what are some of the things that you like to do on your spare time for fun? You know what I'm saying? What are some of the things Desi like to do
You know
when
what?
she's
I'm
free?
gonna be honest. I like to daydream. I really, really do. I like to meditate. And meditate comes in all forms, but with an Aquarius mind, I stay in my head all the time. I literally tell people I think for a living. Even though we all think for a living, a lot of us, you would think we don't think the way we be acting. But no, I take my time to think about things in life. When you have a mind and you can think whatever you want to think, like, why wouldn't you want to daydream? Like, I was literally just wondering, and this was a question that I was going to ask on my podcast, like, if you could invent something. I don't like to ask the normal questions. If you had $1 million, what would you do with it? No, if you
Mhm.
had the opportunity to invent something, like invent something to where it was 100% to your liking, whatever you wanted, like they say, what superpower would you have and why? I would ask, like, what would you invent? You know what I'm saying? What would you invent just to your liking? And with an Aquarius mind, I love thinking about stuff like that. I love thinking about, things that I want to put into action, and it definitely helps me throughout my days. A lot of people don't really stop to think about stuff like that. But yeah, like I can sit, like I'll sit outside in a car for about 2 hours just literally thinking about stuff. And I get a lot of joy out of it. I like editing videos as well. I get on my phone and edit my videos. I love YouTube. I watch anything on YouTube. I love eating. 118 pounds, but I can throw down more than a man can. You know, I get into anything, spiritual marijuana. I'm actually trying to do some marijuana investments right now. So
Mm.
like right now we're in a time where we need to, get a little bit more financial, mentally and physically as well, and put our minds in a different place. So, I don't really put a lot of focus on majority of the things that we have going on out here. I'm just very business oriented right now. So, and just really trying to get the word out to people.
Okay. So you like the good ganja. What do you like? Because I know a lot of people they have they picks and they preferences. Do you like joints or like backwoods or cigarillos? Like what do you like to smoke on when you will smoke?
You know what? I
'Cause I
don't.
know DC they fuck with the backwoods heavy. So what's your thoughts? Like
Listen,
Or,
I don't.
or, or do you fuck with the oils, or are you vaping?
yeah.
So y'all will probably be surprised with the stuff that I've dabbled in pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
Backwoods to me, I really don't care for backwoods. I really don't. I never have. Yeah, I can never, split it properly. And my nails are really, really long. So when I'm trying to split it and shit, it don't work out the way I need it to. And I'm a perfectionist. So now I don't know if I have it right here with me, but I have my own personalized. I don't know if y'all can see, but I have my own personalized little knife that I use, cutter, splitter, or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I
See,
will
hold on,
go.
hold on, hold on. See, this is where you wrong right here. I mean, I'm gonna show you some game from the north side. Okay, first of all, you don't split a backwood. You gotta unravel it. You gotta unwrap it. You know what I mean? You gotta find that crease in there. You know what I mean? Carefully unravel the blunt. You know what I mean? And then de-gut it. But
Listen, every
go ahead,
time I
Queen.
do it, I don't. It tear. I just have the worst luck with backwoods. And you know what? I wanted to like the backwoods. Everybody talks heavily about the backwoods, but I'm not even gonna lie. I get the little organic. I get the little organic. The organics, or I get the king palms. I like the king palms. Look,
Hmm.
they're easy. I'll do the king palms. If they don't have king palms, then unfortunately I have not gotten off the white owl, white grape only. They don't have the white.
Wow.
Yes, unfortunately. I do the raw papers, but I have a hard time with the raw papers as well. I don't know why, but I always have an issue with that. So a lot of times I'll grab me like a king palm. That's like my primary source. I'll grab a king palm, and then if not, I'll get the little organic ones. They're like $1.29 or $1.49 or some shit. And then if that fails, then I'll just get me a white owl, white grape.
Okay. That's you got something else on that oil, fella? You want to ask Dezi something, man, or you want what's up? What you got on that,
You
chunk?
know, since we on the greenery topic, does Queen Desi got a go-to strain? You know what I mean? Right now I'm smoking the Sunset Sherbert, which is the parent of gelato. For all my, you know what I mean, all my real smokers out there. But what's your go-to strand? Your type of weed that you like to smoke?
Uh,
You got to remember we in Texas, bro. We not in Canada, man. We don't get the legal weed, man.
I tend to smoke Kush. Sometimes two. I have two like legitimate connects that I go to. And a lot of time, I really don't ask the flavors. Like I'll be honest, I really don't ask the flavors. But he usually gets his from an actual dispensary in California, and then I think it's Louisiana where they have one. So,
Hmm.
and it's pretty gassed up. You know what I'm saying? I have a couple of people that I know, but Yeah, I generally stick to the Kush. I didn't even know they had corn no more. If they even still have it, people be acting like they on K2. That's what I be thinking these people be smoking, but I don't know. I don't deal with that shit over there. I leave that for them. But I kind of like to be a little bit more cautious when I'm buying, especially nowadays. You got people doing whatever to whatever. But yeah, like I do a lot of like the OG. I've done the OG. I got some new shit right now that's called lemonade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to dabble in different flavors, different kind of varieties. But again, you kind of I don't want to say you gotta have money, but you kind of gotta have some money because if not, nowadays, do y'all remember when a gram used to be like $20? A gram of Kush used to be like $20.
Facts. Yeah. Yeah. I
You
remember
remember
that.
that? And
Nope.
like now,
Nope. I'm sorry for y'all. Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Not in Canada.
hey,
look,
look,
A gram of Kush always been $10.
I used to
look.
sell it,
And
and
if
I
we
remember
put
when
it,
that
yo,
shit was
and
$25.
so if we if we transfer that in currency, that's probably like $7 a gram American.
Look,
Well, I'm
and
gonna tell you
I
like
can
this: I
remember
used to
when.
sell the shit, and that shit, I was making a killing when that shit was $20 a gram.
Yes, I think that's
Look
right
what you
around
just
the
said, man.
time that I had like kind of got introduced to it. But at the time that I had got introduced to it, a gram of Kush was like $20, and you was doing really good if you came across that because everybody was on the corn shit. I wasn't really on it, but yeah, like right around that time, and I would hear, that the $20 Kush was better. So I couldn't actually engage in it as much as I wanted because at that time I didn't have as much money. Actually, I didn't want to spend money like that at the time. But yeah, sometimes you gotta pay a little bit more. But now it's just like it's what do they say? History repeats itself. Now Kush used to be $20. Now it's not. You can get it for $10, like your man said. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Back
Right.
in the day when it was $20, that was when them X pills was $20 too. I was
Yep.
on it.
Yep.
Shit.
Yep. Yes. I mean, in times now, everything is and fluctuating. So, what's going to happen next? I'm just wondering what they're going to do as far as legalization, because what happens when they
Ah,
legalize it?
shit.
You know, is that really something we want them to do or not? But you know,
It's gonna happen. It's actually coming to Texas sooner than later. I've been telling people it's gonna happen in Texas. Texas ain't gonna miss out on the money.
oh yeah, but again, it's a market. Because I was looking at this girl on Instagram the other day or whatever, and she was saying how she had made a really good comment. If I remember the young lady's name, I would say it, but I don't remember her name. But she was saying how she thinks it's funny how they want to legalize it or how they want and don't want to legalize it. But when you think about it, our black men more than anybody are getting arrested for it, but you see they're allowing and I'm not trying to be racist, I'm just stating what's
So,
true. You got all of these white owned or European owned dispensaries. You really don't have as many black owned dispensaries, but you have all of these European owned dispensaries, all of these white scientists, all these European scientists that deal with weed, but
Facts.
the black man gets arrested, for having it. So it's like a catch
Facts.
22
That's
in a
why I'm
sense.
getting my grower's license.
Yeah, and you have to take the right precautions. But like I said, people don't like to study these things, and they think, oh, we don't want to be under the rule of the white man. But no, sometimes you got to beat them at their own game, and sometimes you got to use their own shit against them like they do us. So that's why I said I'm putting investment into it. Right now, I'm literally, as we speak, I'm getting into it and I'm learning the investment business. I'm learning about stocks and trade and what's popular right now, was trending like we need to. And that's why I'm glad y'all brought me on this platform because I definitely, wanted to be a little bit more about boxing in a sense, because I know you all are a boxing channel, but a little bit more diversity. And I'm just glad that you all are allowing me as a woman, because nowadays people don't, they want to hear from women only when it's sexually explicit. But I just really appreciate I can come on here because y'all know it was a time where women couldn't even do this because you'd be labeled, viewed, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just to have, men kings that, will allow this without the extra controversy, I really do appreciate it. But more than anything, I just want the viewers to understand that even with boxing, look at boxing. There's a market for it. There's always been a market for it against our black men. So we have to, somehow find ways of researching and gathering as much information about it as you can so that you can use it to your best advantage. Like you could literally buy a stock right now for about $8, or even if you bought a stock right now for $20, that could potentially triple in within a whole hour. You know what I'm saying? That could triple in a whole hour. You just never know. But if you study and you research and you do a little investment, you'll get a whole lot more than probably what you expected. So, using these platforms and just broadening things, I literally really applaud you guys, all of you that are on here. Like, I really, really appreciate it though.
Oh man,
Indeed.
it's all good. It's all good, man. We do this shit all the time, man. I want to ask you a little bit about this whole coronavirus situation, this pandemic, quote unquote. What do you think these women out here are going through? These single women that's going through this whole coronavirus thing. Like, do you think right now is the time for these women to have good, strong men in their household? And how do you feel about this whole pandemic thing going around?
I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
When in fear, buy. So again, it's a market. I look at everything from a strategical and a logical standpoint. Um, during the Christmas holidays, corporations and businesses capped at like billions of dollars. Like this past Christmas, like places like Walmart and Target and all of these corporations capped out at like billions of fucking dollars, you know, off of the excitement of Christmas, which is something I no longer celebrate. Um, but again, in this market, when in fear, buy. So I think the coronavirus was just more or less like a visual setup to kind of put in play or set in motion what they really want to do, and we'll find that out sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? But I just think people are taking this a little bit too. You got to think about it with the coronavirus and shit. Like it spread quicker than anything that we knew, but it's not killing as many people as they're saying. And my thing is, well, why wasn't it a state of an emergency when we had Ebola? Why wasn't it a state of an emergency when that motherfucking white boy shot up shit in Las Vegas? Why wasn't it an emergency? When you all are doing all of this shit, and I mean, it's never an emergency, but you have this one. And what's crazy is if you watch shows like CNN, all of those broadcasters, all of the commentators are on there in one sense. There was a video that I had seen on, how they got the double-sided videos. And so, like, on one side, they're talking all these different news broadcasters. Oh, the coronavirus isn't that serious. Oh, it's not as bad as the flu. But you fast forward till now, and I think that was in December. You fast forward till now, each and every single one of them are contradicting what they were saying. Nobody thought that coronavirus was this bad initially in the beginning, and to me, it's just too staged. There was a what's his name? A congressman from California, a governor from California, and he was saying he didn't feel as though the coronavirus was that serious. But if you look at what's happening in New York right now, they literally had the Army, they had the Air Force, they had the Navy, they had all of these people down there doing quarantine trainings, and it was just like, it's just a bunch of stuff. And then like you see the camera people aren't dressed up in nothing. They're just fully exposed. And then you got the person live with the mic in their hand, the daggone microphone got protection and shit. Like, it's just, you know, me and my daughter went out Sunday. We went out Sunday or whatever to go wash clothes. And there's a guy and his wife, and they got the mask on, they got the gloves, they got the damn footies on, and they disinfecting they clothes before they put it in the washing machine. And I'm just looking at these fools like, you get ready to wash your clothes. Why are you disinfecting them? You know, what, like, people, I walked into Chase Bank, and in Chase Bank, they only were letting in 4 people at a time, like 2 to 4 people. Like, everybody had to stand outside, 2 people in that little middle before you get inside the building, that little middle area. They got
Right.
2 people in there and shit. And then when you go inside the bank, they got tape all over the floor. You can only walk on the tape. Everybody got to be 6 feet. You can't go outside the boundaries. And it's just like, what is really going on with y'all? Like, and for every minute, it's like 5,000 people done caught it. But how many people do you know really had the virus? How many people do you really know? We got 500,000 a day, 10,000 tomorrow. But how many people how many people do you come into contact with really have that? Like, you know, it's just a lot of shit you got to think about. And of course, I think it's an illusion to get, you know, people to just view the surface level shit. But behind closed doors, we're in martial law. I don't care what nobody says. You got people, oh, it's not martial law. It is, because our rights and our privileges as of 11:59 were stripped yesterday. So to tell me I can't come out my house, that's martial law at its best. Even if it's at its basic and not its most complex, it's still, I mean, that's what it is. All of our rights right now are being stripped. They done shut down Walmart 130. So if you in Dallas listening, don't go to the one on Broadway. They talking about they done found 3 people walking in Walmart. I ain't seen no monitors inside of Walmart to tell me that I got corona. So how do you know that 3 people walking in there? I mean, you don't know. So they not, look, y'all not finna scare me. I think too much. So yeah. I just think it's just, like I said, it's so easy to put people in fear these days. And a lot of people just don't want to take the time to really think about what is going on. So, you know, I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, you definitely right. Oh, fella, what you got on that, bro? How is the state of the coronavirus up there in Canada, bro? Is y'all on lockdown? Is they shutting y'all down too, making y'all quote unquote stay at home? What's your thoughts, bro?
It's pretty much the same shit. You know what I mean? All only people that are working are essential services. You know, dig. Restaurants are closing down. Only thing you can get is takeout. So all public gathering is you know what I mean? People they don't want that. You know what I mean? They got a whole bunch, yeah. So I mean,
how the fuck do you find people with corona? Are they red?
Oh yeah, you laughing at BFTB? Yeah, that's my bro. That's what I was telling you about. He was supposed to jump on, but he stayed in the comments though. But yeah,
no, I saw
go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it's the same lockdown. As we was driving back, you know what I mean, we seen the signs up on the highways that are saying that even the borders are closed, you know what I mean, between Canada and America. So it's only open for like essential travel only, you know what I mean? So if you have some type of work permit or whatever, but as far as like just going back and forth, that's all locked down, you know what I mean? So it's like we locked in our little sectors right now, you know what I mean? This is what we're seeing, you know what I mean? They even discouraging you seeing other family members, you know what I mean? Discouraging It's weird
What?
that you're seeing you see it. Yeah, they said they don't want you seeing your family members. Stay away from the elderly. That's another message. You know what I mean? That shit's weird to me. You know what I mean? But that's what they preaching. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? We're definitely under a strange type of lockdown that is, you know what I mean, a soft martial law. You know what I mean? Good thing that for now, we're able to travel around, you know what I mean, on the roadways, and there's no, like, you know what I mean, no serious checkpoints like, you know what I mean, we see in other countries, you know what I mean, around the world. But who knows, it could get to that.
Already. Stay ready, man. You've been quiet for a little minute, bro. What's your thoughts on this whole the state of the corona, man, in Texas? You've been saying for the longest that they was gonna shut it down. You've been saying this shit for like 3 days now. You know what I'm saying?
I've
And they
been
finally,
saying it longer than that.
yeah. What's your thoughts,
I've been
bro?
telling y'all. Let me. So for everybody that think this shit fake, all this conspiracy shit, what does it matter? Like real talk. If everybody want to come up with their agenda, your speculations, your conspiracies, what does it matter? You can't do shit. So at this point, you got to look at it where this shit might be really serious. So let me tell you how serious this shit is. It's two separate viruses, literally. And this shit is for real. This shit not fake. I know motherfuckers with this shit. You got coronavirus, which is the SARS, the original SARS, what we had back in 2001, 2002, when the motherfucking Chinese was eating cats. We got SARS. That's the original coronavirus. This shit ain't new. And then you got COVID-19, which is a
Yep.
different strand. This shit is stronger. That's the shit that's killing people. They're testing. They can't tell you which one you have. They can only tell you that you got it. So you got people that's not really showing symptoms, that's asymptomatic, that's just the regular SARS, corona, whatever the fuck they want to tell you. And then you got the motherfucker that's killing motherfuckers. COVID-19. That shit is
Yep.
real. Ain't nothing you can do about it. At this point, they only trying to contain. My job is a worldwide company. I literally work for an offshore oil rig company. We shut down our China facility in January before the shit even made it to America. They shut that shit down in January before the shit even got major and big and it was all across the news. I was getting emails about it at my job. This shit been going on. They shut down the facility, pulled all employees back, told them to come back over here to the States. Then when the shit made it to the States, they stopped. My job was been preparing for this way before America was even big talking about it. When that shit came over to the States, my job said all international travel is ceased unless you're offshore and they sending you out on their own helicopters. You know what I'm saying? Because I work for this oil.
That's
Everything
crazy.
that's been going on. I just got an email just from my boss before this live stream. He straight up told me, y'all considered essential because your energy. We're the ones digging for natural gas. We're the ones keeping y'all AC unit going. The ones that's keeping your goddamn hot water heater going. That's keeping your electricity going. Keeping your stove so you motherfuckers can cook. This shit more serious than y'all think it is. Y'all can keep believing this gameplay and the Illuminati. Y'all know, and let me tell y'all something. You Illuminati thinking motherfuckers. If this was a goddamn Illuminati, you think they finna miss out on billions of fucking dollars? The
Right.
whole point make money and to make money off of your ass and slave labor. You think they finna miss out on billions of fucking dollars? Billions.
Well, I honestly, I don't really think it's more or less that people don't believe that it's real. I think it's
Shit.
more. I mean, it's more than real. We do understand that, but I think where the controversy kind of comes into play is that, like I said, when you're in fear, it's so much easier to overreact. It's so much easier. It's like no different than if you got a bunch of
You.
people in a.
I,
Stay
I
ready,
literally,
bro. You breaking up.
I
Stay ready. You breaking up.
literally,
You breaking up, fam. I can barely hear you, bro. You going in and out. You must be leaving the job. Okay, what you were saying, Dezi?
I
can you
was
hear me
just saying,
now?
I really don't think that it's people don't believe that it's serious. I just think that, even with something being serious, it can still be over exaggerated
Mhm.
beyond what it needs to be. And it's just like if you say you have 1,000 people that died, yes, that's very serious. But if you say, oh my God, 1,000 people died, they all died at one time, and we don't know, it causes a little bit. It's like adding fuel to the fire. And again, I don't think it's something that people aren't really taking seriously. It definitely is something that's being taken seriously. But I think that, social media, especially the government, have done a really good job, because the thing is, we can't deny that the government is involved in it. Like, I mean, like I said, I don't believe in all conspiracy theories, but the government is definitely they're the primary source for all this, whether it's conspiracy or not. They are the ones heavily involved with it. They're the ones that have to deal with the scientists. They're the ones that have to come up with the funds to be able to put this out on the news, because the news people got to get paid to make it look good. You know what I'm saying? They have
Oh,
to,
I 100% agree with you on everything you
yeah.
saying. But this is my thing, because I literally I had an argument with my cousin earlier today. But he an idiot anyway. But he literally said he's in the country. So this is kind of how I had to explain it to him, because they're in the country. It's the population is 1,800 people. So you're not in close proximity with your neighbor, or when you go to the grocery store, it's not as packed. You might go to the grocery store and it's probably 20 people in there. I go to the grocery store, it's 300 people in there. It's a major difference. So
Right.
being in the city, and like just the state of Texas alone, we had 11,000 new cases today. 11 deaths.
11,000.
I mean 1,100. 1,100. I said 11,000, but it's
Oh,
1,100 new cases
I was finna
in
say,
Texas. Yeah,
God
I'm tripped. I
damn.
tripped out. It was 1,100 new cases. I misspoke, but that's just in Texas alone today.
Yeah.
That's
And I
that.
thought, just
Isn't
like
that
you
alarming
mentioned,
to
though, I
y'all?
thought it was only like 100, because they said here in Texas, or here, matter of fact, a couple of days ago, I want to say almost a week ago, maybe about 6 days, they were saying that they only found like 120 something cases. And then it just like overnight that skyrocketed to about 5,000, and then another. And then I'm hearing that the shit wasn't even, it wasn't, I just think that this was an attack on, to be honest, I really think that it was. It's no different than, what was that powder they were putting in the mail? And
Anthrax. Oh
And
my God,
anthrax.
yeah.
It's
I,
just
I
that.
I can
Oh,
agree
go ahead.
with you on where it came from. I can, but my thing is, at this point, the best thing is we got to figure out how can we stop this shit, because like BFTB said, I 100. I was speaking on this shit earlier about how more dangerous the flu is than this virus. But the reason I understand it now is because we got. I've talked to people in the medical field, and that's why I had questions myself. And matter of fact, I might do that. I might bring one of them on one day on Trill Talk,
Yeah.
um, because I had to literally ask, like, but why is we worried about this and not like the flu? Because the people that's dying from the flu, they feel like they can self remedy, fix it at home. They don't go to the doctor and they end up dying. Us, when you got well,
yeah,
per the
I seen
coronavirus,
somebody the other day.
yeah, per the
Yeah,
coronavirus, when there is no way to fix it, we don't even have a lot of research on it. And then when it came out the first time, SARS, the shit just disappeared. So when they was in the middle of trials, they couldn't do a trial run because they was in the middle of trial, and the shit just went away. And
yeah,
then
this shit weird.
yeah, that shit weird as fuck. Even though it could be a biological, me personally think it's biologically, it's a
When you
biological
hold
attack
up, hold
to
on.
for population control.
When you say that, you mean biological, like man-made?
Yeah,
Biological warfare.
yep, that's what I said. Biological attack, like biological warfare, because I believe they're
Okay.
trying to. I believe two things. I believe they're trying to get population control, and I believe secretly it's a power struggle, because economically China is number one. Period. But since this shit happened, they done dropped way below, and now you're giving the chance for other countries to come in and take that spot, like America, like a Russia. like some of these European countries, like some of these African countries, like Australia. You got other countries that can come in and steal that. And who's to say we didn't take that shit and had somebody sick and start spreading that shit in China? Now that shit just it went global and it was supposed to be an isolated event. You never fucking know because at this point it's worldwide, and now we're at a point to where this shit we got to stop this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I want to ask the whole panel this, man, because I know we've been talking about the Corona thing for a little bit, man. But I posted something on my IG stories, and stay ready. You had instantly hit me up, and you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? When the girl said on her little podcast they was doing, she said that she don't
Yeah,
like a mother. She don't like a man with a 9 to 5. She like quote unquote fast money niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I just saw that too. I just saw that
Yeah,
post.
yeah.
yeah.
So what's your thoughts on that, Dezi? I'm gonna let you have the floor first. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know what State really gonna say. What's your thoughts on that? Do you agree with what this chick was saying? Because she caught a lot of backlash, and then but you got a lot of sisters and brothers that's agreeing with her. You know what I'm saying? So what's your thoughts? Do you yourself talk to 9 to 5 guys, or do you like the quote unquote fast money guy?
Um, honestly, it's a matter of perception. I'm not very judgmental, but I'm very aware now of the people that I engage with, which is one of the reasons why I asked your zodiac sign when I first meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't care for what she said, and to be honest, she was one of those slum ass women, and it just is what it is. Like you're not you can tell mentally she was just in a bad place mentally. Because people who have a higher energy to them 9 times out of 10 aren't gonna think like that. And I don't even want to say it's selfish, it's stupid. You have a lot of men out here that work 9 to 5s. You have a lot of men out here that don't work 9 to 5s, that work longer than 9 to 5. And at the end of the day, I can appreciate a man having a job, period. I would prefer, he be his own boss, but that's just in my perfect world. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe as black people, and I'll be the first to say I've never dated outside of my race. Not because I have an issue with
Mm.
anybody. I've had guys, outside of my race that, would look and would talk, but I hear a lot of times that I could be intimidating. I don't know what it is, but I've had a lot of guys outside of my race that'll look at me, that'll flirt, but will be too afraid to push the envelope. And I never push the envelope either, to be honest. I don't care to date outside of my race. It's just not something that I thought about. But when it comes to, now just a man having a job, period, some form of income is a good thing if it's being utilized properly. But to say you don't want a man because he has a 9 to 5, but if he has a 9 to 5, and he's making 6 figures, would it be a problem? And I just think
Mm.
that, like I said, a lot of times women just say things for attention. We say we want certain things and we don't. You got a lot of women out here that they want this perfect package that's never going to happen. I want a man with excuse my language, but a big dick, millions of dollars, a house on a hill. You want too much, but and then that's in a perfect world, because like I said, a man, he's gonna have everything, but there's gonna be something that he lacks, and that's just natural behavior. Like, there are a lot of things in me that a lot of men like, but there are also things in me that men can't stand enough to not be with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's a little bit more of a give and take. Like I said, I'm not really one to, and I'll be honest, like, that's been kind of my downfall. I've always kind of picked the wrong men to deal with.
Oh wow.
So, and that's a part of the Aquarius nature. In general, we generally excel everywhere else, but in relationships, we just don't seem to be able to get it right. So, as far as that, just having a man to have a job nowadays is an amazing thing, is a beautiful thing. And to be a woman like that, like, she she's the type of woman you just kind of have to laugh at her, you know, because you make women like me look bad. You make men that try really hard, men that you got men out here that will literally take a McDonald's job because they don't want to be gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? You can get
Right.
quick money gangbanging, but I'd rather take care of my child and work a legitimate job. So I don't take shit like that from people. And so everybody has their own, but women like that, they don't really get that far. And the only thing she was going to get was a rude awakening. So she better figure it out. But some women aim for that. So,
Right.
I'm really not surprised at all.
Okay, okay. Odd fella, man, you been a little quiet, bro. What's your thoughts, man, on what the chick had to say? I don't know if you seen the video. How do you feel about chicks saying they don't like niggas with 9 to 5s and they want that fast money, boy? What's your thoughts, bro?
I mean, yeah, that's typical ratchet talk, you know what I mean? And if some dudes, you know what I mean, they prefer the ratchets, but you know what I mean, if you a king that's trying to make, you know what I mean, stable, you know what I mean, and acquire wealth over time, those are the type of females that you need to avoid, you know what I mean? Because you can't build the empire, you know what I mean, with those type of females, you know what I mean? So that's what I think about that. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I mean, simple ratchet talk. You know what I mean? Ratchet rap is being promoted heavy right now. You know what I mean? It's the new genre of rap, so it's not surprising to me.
Yeah, my nigga BLTB say a bitch talking about she need a nigga with fast money. Shit, I call that easy pickings. You understand me? Hey, BLTB, if you want to jump on, man, come shoot your shot, man. You got a lot to say in the comment section, King.
That
Come on,
motherfucker talking. That nigga big shit talking. Little shit stopping in that bitch.
you understand me? Come on, man. But go ahead, stay ready. I already know what you gonna say though. But go ahead, bro.
But see, let me preface my comments by saying I don't agree with her. I understand what she's saying.
Okay.
So I gotta say it in that way because I know when I told you in your comments because I actually watched it on brother BNX channel and when he when he was talking when she was talking that shit I understood what she was saying because you got to look at it from a female point of view like that. It's different. You got different level of females. And you got some with that hustler mentality, that go get it mentality. So when you fucking with a go getter, she gonna want to go get it too. She ain't gonna want to sit there and take care of a nigga or have a nigga that's sitting there struggling or stressing, worried about another chick. She want a nigga that's gonna be like, damn, he ain't got it right now, but I bet you he gonna figure out how to go get something. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about being a fast money nigga. It's about knowing how to handle your business and go get it when you gotta go get it. Okay, damn, my check was short, but I still gotta pay rent. Let me go do this so I can make sure this happen, make shit happen. She talking about a nigga with that go get it mentality. She talking about a nigga like that. That's what she's speaking of. It ain't so far as a fast money nigga. She talking about a nigga with that hustle mentality. She wants somebody like that in her life. And whether it's be a drug dealer or it be a nigga that's selling cars, it's still somebody with that hustle mentality that knows how to bring that money home. Period. Because she's looking at it like I want somebody that we can get this together and make an empire. Because I talk to females like that. But I'm not looking at it like we tricking. I'm tricking on her, spending money on her. No, if I'm talking to a female, I need her to have that hustle mentality because I don't ever want. If something ever happened to me, I need you to be able to come to the table with something too and be like, man, we got this. Or if something ever happened to
Mm,
you, I'm looking at you like I got this. You know what I'm saying?
I
yeah,
I
okay.
need
So
I
somebody with
feel
that
you.
go get it mentality.
I just want to interject a second. I understand what you're saying. Like I'm trying to put my charge in here. Like I genuinely understand what you're saying, but I mean, I don't think that, in my opinion, that's the type of woman that we were watching. I don't believe it was, like I said, I can understand the mentality of wanting a woman that wants a go getter type of guy. I want that. I want a man that has his own. I don't want a man that have his own because I want him to take care of me. No, I want him to be able to take care of himself, and I want
Right.
to be able to add value to what he has. So if we're working together to have a particular goal, because you could be at your highest. you know, you could be racking in, you know, tens of thousands and shit, and then in an instant, it can be all taken away. So, and it goes both ways with the woman as well. Like, you know, I have friends who the females are the breadwinners. I have some friends where the males are the breadwinners. But the type of women, I think the type of woman that was displayed in that video, I don't see her as that type that is looking to have a man that, you know, she's not looking for. I think she's looking for one of those guys that, you know, go hard ass, you know, in the streets, and
Mhm.
he's gonna take care of her. Nigga, you need to pay for my nails, you need to pay for my hair, you need to, you know, come up off that dough. I think that was one of the type of women that we saw there. And a lot of time, you know, you have women that can finesse, you got women that can entice, and it really bothers me, honestly, to see women like that, because our men are already fighting every day. They fighting for something. They got to fight to protect themselves. They got to fight to protect their family. If they got a girl, they got to fight to protect that. You know, you have to have money to be able to get around. You have to have, you know what I'm saying? And right now, we're seeing our black men are being robbed and stripped of every fucking thing. And unfortunately, in the entertainment business, when you go to clubs, you don't see no man in there trying to get no woman to pull her out to educate her. You might see one man trying to do that, but you see a man trying to I don't want to say keep her in that field, but he wants to keep her somewhere where she gonna get that quick money, you know, too. And I feel like too many women sell themselves short. Like me, I don't believe women need to strip. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I want a man that, like, yes, Tay Tay Brown. Like, I want a man that can take care of himself on his own, just like I can take care of myself. And if in the midst something happens and I can't come through, that's what I got you for. If you can't come through, then that's what I got you for. But we got too many women who don't want to work. They just want that. I just want you to pay for my hair every 2 weeks, and you got to be on time every 2 weeks. I need my nails done. Look, it's a chip right there. I need that. I need you to come up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, why you can't do that? And I feel like a man shouldn't do everything. I don't believe a man should do everything. I'm not going to say 50-50, 100%, but I don't feel like a man should do everything. Sexually, men put a lot of energy into, you know, their relationships more than anything. That takes a lot out of a person. And then you have to start adding in finances as well, you know. And when you're trying to not only take care of yourself, you have to be the breadwinner. Take care of yourself, take care of your kids. If 9 times out of 10 you have them, you know, you got to dish out money to another baby mama. You know, it's just like it's just one of those situations where I feel like we take too much from our kings, and women like that be the ones that do it. Now, I don't want to too much downplay her, but that's not my type. No, I want to see you being a little bit more uplifting. And then you on camera. So my thing is, I'm not finna come on camera. That's just like when they had that, what's her name? Gabrielle Union went on an interview. I forgot who it was she interviewed with. She went on an interview and she was saying, oh yeah, you know, men like to get it, pretty much men like to take it from the back. You know what I'm saying? That's just the industry. Bitch, if you ever, I would never disrespect my man talking about he do anything like, no. And when she said it and I saw the interview, I had to hold up, like, bitch, like, you're not speaking for everybody. Shut your ass up. You know, record, stop, edit, play, bitch. Like, you don't do that.
I
And
didn't see
again,
it. I missed that one.
our kings, listen,
Oh,
our kings,
you
our
missed
men.
that one, bro? Oh, damn.
Look,
I didn't see
y'all
that.
can go online and look at the interview when
Oh,
Gabrielle Union
I saw
said
the
it.
interview. She be
Yes,
eat. She likes to eat.
yeah,
Well,
and
whatever.
guys pretty much like they salad toss. And my thing is, if I was with my man, I wouldn't even be offended if my man put his fist up and hit me harder than Mayweather do. I
Ooh.
wouldn't.
Say,
She
You
just
know,
shitted
Okay,
on
hold on,
her.
yeah.
hold on, hold on, y'all, hold up.
look, that was a joke. That was a joke. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day,
Oh,
we
fuck.
gotta stop playing with our men like that. Because our
Right.
men every day they're being stripped of their manhood. Every day they being stripped of it. And when we have women that not only talk like the way Gabrielle Union did, but we have other forms of negative talk. That woman could have came on there and said, man, I don't care if he got a 9 to 5. I don't care if he don't got a 9 to 5. As long as he's taking care of me, as long as he's taking care of home, our family, our kids, I'm one for polygamy. I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but
wow.
It would have been so much better if you would have just came out and said that instead of disrespecting and making our black men look bad.
So I need to address that.
Hold on. Because BLTB just came in and he been quiet. You know what I'm saying? My brother just slid in the building, man. What's going down with the grave nigga?
What's poppin', family?
Bro,
what's up with the BFTB?
Matt,
bro, man. What's going on?
I see the beautiful goddess in the building. I take a little issue with what you just said, though. You know, I take a little issue with it. Because not all women are created equal. You need hoes. You need them. I'm just throwing it out there, bro. Just throwing it out there. Hoes are needed in the world. You need women that's gonna go out there and hit the strip club. That's what they do. You can't tell a stripper not be a stripper if they like being a stripper. Like, you are clearly something different. I'm saying that's obvious. Where what the realm that you live in is totally different than the realm that they live in. So, like this chick talking about she needs somebody that, you know, just going to pay her bill, fast lane money. Fine, we need hoes too. Hoes need love, bro. That's what that chick is clearly a hoe. Clearly. Now I understand you may say, oh no, she's not a hoe. She does this. Okay, that's her lifestyle. The label that I put on it is a hoe because I can just flash you some cash, smash, and never talk to you again. You need to see that. I'm gonna get your nails done a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get your hair did, get your nails done, get your toes did, buy you an outfit or two, smash, and never talk to you again. So you're gonna see all this cash I'm flashing. You're gonna think you got you a winner. I'm gonna beat the dust off of it, never talk to you ever again in life. They're just saying.
Stop, because now you sounded like me when I be talking to these guys.
But hey, but hold up. I'm a Taurus though. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm a Taurus. But the difference between me as a Taurus, I just don't give a fuck, bro. I really don't. No one's gonna censor me.
Facts.
Gonna stop me from saying nothing. I'm gonna say what I want to say when I want to say it to anybody I want to say it to. Now you can address me from your end if you don't like it. Just don't fucking talk to me. But you're not gonna stop me from saying what I want to say. And you said some stuff earlier about the Taurus. You know how Tauruses are sort of like what you say. They're like stubborn. I'm stubborn as a motherfucker, but when I'm right,
bullhead.
I know when I'm right, and I'm gonna show you proof that I'm right. Now you can sit there and be mad about the proof, but that's on you.
Well, no, because this is the thing. Again, like I said, Tauruses are bullheaded, and it's being bullheaded for a reason. Because the thing is, again, you have a lot of Taurus, and again, all Taurus personalities don't just conform to one. There are different things that make up, you know, just a Taurus energy, just depending on at what point you were born. You know, all Tauruses aren't the same. So excuse me, I don't mean to put you in the category of all Tauruses, but I will say that majority of them, which is why they are classified in a particular category for being bullheaded, is but for that reason, because naturally they're like that. And it really doesn't matter the situation. Like, we can sit here and we gonna go, me and you, we gonna go back and forth. I already know we'll go back and forth. We'll have a very good debate, and we'll go back and forth on it, because the thing is, I do know when Tauruses are firm to something, that's just what they are naturally. As bulls, you are what that's just what it is. There is no change in your mind. And so that's why I said Aquarius will conflict, because I am a fixed sign. So when I'm fixated on something, when I feel like I'm right, then I'll display it. But what I've grown to understand is that, again, you have people like you that feel as adamant as you do, just like there are people like me. So there is balance. You know what I'm saying? But
I do. I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying, and I get you 1,000. The issue that I have is you can say whatever you want. As long as you can back it up, it doesn't matter to me. If you can back what you can call me a bitch ass nigga. If you can prove I'm a bitch ass nigga, I'll sit here and be like, bitch ass nigga, bro. If I'm coming to you with something, I'm not just gonna be like, that's that. No, I'm gonna be like, that's that because of that. Here's this to show you that. So you can argue with that. You're not arguing with me. So if you go back and forth with something, you're gonna go back and forth with that. You're not going back and forth with me. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just a deliverer. That's what I do. I deliver that.
I mean, I get it, and that's why I said I respect Tauruses because y'all stand y'all ground more than anybody else that I know. But again, you know, like I said, I have Taurus energy around me in every form, and like I said, I applaud you guys. But there's just some things that, like again, with this situation with these women, I just feel like, you know, men deserve a lot better than that, you know, and that's just my opinion. I don't feel like any more black men, no, any man, period. But I don't feel like a black man should have that type of woman. I feel like a black man should have the package that he really wants, not something that is easily being shared. Like I said, even in polygamy, people like to take it out of proportion. Oh, it's a man with a bunch of wives and he just fucking all of them and they just sitting around. It's not like that. And you have to be on a different, again, mental mind state to be able to understand that. Like, let's say, I don't know if you have kids or not. I have a friend right now who he has 5 kids. Now, I don't know how many baby mamas he got, but let's just say he has 4 or if he has 5. You, regardless of whether you're with those women sexually or not, you still have a relationship with them. And you have a particular type of relationship with every single one of them. You might be sleeping with some of them, you may not, but you do have your child in question. So you're going to build that relationship regardless. And even if the women don't know that they all sleep, that he's sleeping with all of them, at least the ones that know that they getting slept with, it is what it is. So in a sense, it's fulfilling polygamy without people even realizing it. And that's why I say you kind of got to get a little bit more in depth about things. A lot of people like to be surface level, but Taurus people, I didn't mean to disrespect you. If I did, that wasn't
not
it, but like, I love Taurus people, but y'all are fucking nuts. Like, y'all are fucking
You said we're nice or nuts?
Nuts.
She said y'all nuts.
But
okay, I agree. I agree.
Hey, but I do want to I want to clarify something.
Hey, Mac, hold on one second. I'm gonna give it to you. But
right.
I'm not disagreeing with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a honest crazy, bro. I'm an honest as a motherfucker, bro. There's nothing. First off, I don't need. I pay my own shit. I take care of my own shit. I do my own shit. I've done it my whole life. So no one's gonna make me conform to nothing. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. Oh well, BFTB, you need to be nice. Fuck that. No, I don't. Oh well, BFTB, you should be happy. Fuck. I'm not. You should know. I'm not doing none of that. I'm doing it smoothly. What the fuck BFTB wants to do at all times. You know what I'm saying? But there was something that you said about how you feel that that men shouldn't be treated like that. Well, I disagree with that too, because there is really for real ass niggas out here that's what they live with. That's what they want. Bitch ass nigga wants a stupid ass bitch to treat him like a bitch ass nigga. So who am I to say no? Don't do that. I'm not Captain Save a Hoe. If that nigga wants to be tricked, trick that nigga. If that nigga wants to be, if he wants to have his shit taken, take it, and give me somebody that. Fuck it.
And see, and my point was, if y'all go back and listen to it, she said she's a hustler and she wants somebody that can match her hustle. She said that in the interview. So y'all taking so much out of context because you only listen to the part that you disagree with. You got to listen to that whole video in context. She said, I'm a hustler and I want a nigga that can hustle with me.
Yeah, but she's trying to hustle the dude. She's saying,
I'm not saying she's not.
I'm not trying to hustle anybody.
Not you.
No, not you. We're talking about the female in the video.
Yeah, the one in the video.
But what I'm saying is, when I said I understand what she was saying, I'm not saying it as her being a hoe and tricking. I'm looking at it from one of these females that be out here hustling standpoint, and they want a nigga that can match her hustle. So if you got a female that owns a nail shop and she getting her grind, but then you got a nigga that's a
a sanitation worker. Nothing against a sanitation worker. You
That's
making
not
your
what I
9 to
said, though.
5, but you struggling and you steady asking her for help, and you don't know without
And,
asking somebody how to help. You know what I'm saying? She
Mac, bro,
wants
I
somebody
love
that's
you.
gonna get it like her.
Mac, I
Huh?
love you. But that's not what that motherfucker was saying, bro. That
I'm
motherfucker
just
just
looking at it from a different
that
aspect, though. You see
motherfucker
what I'm
said
Maybe
saying?
he needs to.
that's
Maybe he
easy.
has to watch. Maybe you gotta watch the video over because I mean, if she just seemed like she was just giving answers like, well, do I really say
It
this
pissed
or
me.
should I
Hey,
say
it
like,
That's,
pissed me off
you
at first,
know?
but I watched that video like 3 times.
I watched it one time. I saw all I needed to see. That was it. There was no reason for me to see that shit again. I
Oh,
watched
Oh
the shit.
shit.
Look, I
Oh
watched it.
goddamn,
I
my
saw what
nigga
she was about.
BLCB.
That motherfucker was like, I need me a motherfucker to give me fast bread, you know, like a rapper. Okay. Well, most of the motherfucking rappers ain't making no
Hey,
real
yeah,
bread
that's you know
anyway.
what? I forgot about that part. She did say that dumb ass shit.
You motherfucking right.
She
That's all
said
I
a
need to see.
motherfucking rapper.
The
At that
facts. You
point,
know
She
he
said a
bro, at that
motherfucking
point right
rapper.
there, I knew that was easy pickings. Bro, all I gotta do,
She's
go to
hey,
the
I
bank,
forgot she said
go to
that
the
dumb
bank,
ass shit.
take out $5 grand,
You know
walk
what?
around flashing that shit like these weird
You
ass
know what?
people showing money on my Instagram. Bro, I
I
fucked that bitch
retract.
for 3 days and never talked to her again.
I I retract my whole statement because I forgot she said the dumb ass shit about a rapper. I don't
Fact.
trust now rapper because all these
Weird
hood
ass,
niggas have
weird ass,
because half.
slutty ass shit, bro. And again,
Oh
niggas need
shit.
sluts, bro. Sluts are a needed commodity in the world. All right, let's not get it fucked up. They are needed. All right, not there is
Well,
everybody cannot
I
be
do
her.
like going. I do like
I'm
going to
just
the
being
strip
real,
club.
bro. Let's think how
but I
fucked up the
mean,
world would be.
to an extent, you're right. I mean, I have to say you are right to an extent because, like I said, it's balance to the world. You can't have good without bad. You can't
Yes,
have hoes without non-prostitutes.
yes,
Like you
correct,
can't have a uterus without a baby. I guess whatever.
correct.
No, but no, I definitely understand what you're saying, and I mean, it's unfortunate that that's how the world works. But I mean, and like I said too, it's to each his own. For me, I feel like men deserve a lot better than that type of woman. But we have a lot of women and shit. It makes the world go round. You know what I'm saying? And
It
if it's
does.
something that you like it, I mean, it is what it is. Like I'm not gonna lie, I've been in the same position. Like I've been in positions where I just smash a dude just because he's available. It's not because I want or need your money. It's not
Facts,
because I just know that I know how you packing, and like
facts.
I said, you do whatever you do. When you do it, it don't really got nothing about do
Oh,
nothing with me.
Here's the
So
crazy part, bro.
I get it.
I'll say some shit. I'll tell a motherfucking shit like, bro, I don't give a fuck what you do. Just do whatever the fuck you want, bro. Just listen, hit me up when you want to get beat the fuck down and leave me the fuck alone. If that's what you want, I'm with it. But keep it a buck with me. Don't try to tell me, come to me, oh yeah, I'm just, I don't like this, and I don't get the fuck out of my face. No, good and damn well you done smashed everybody in the chat and then some. Like, just look, keep it a buck. Let me know. Look, BFTB, I like how you smashed. All right. I'm gonna hit you on Saturday. Bet. No problem. I'm cool with that. But niggas be in their feelings and shit. Like, get out of your phone. Miss me with all that. This motherfucker talk about she want a nigga with fast cash, so I know where you're at. Now you speaking, I know where you're at. Y'all are totally different animals. Motherfucking a unicorn on this bitch. Yeah, listen, bro. I understand all this shit, man. I understand it. But motherfuckers try to act like, oh, I can change her. The bitch is telling you what she wants. She wants a nigga that's gonna give you, that's
oh
gonna show
shit.
her fast cash. So what she's saying is, while your cash is fast, she loves you to death. The second your shit slows down, she's looking at BFPB. And I'm gonna be like, what's up? And I'm gonna be like, what's up? I only need you for one day. And
Hey,
listen, I need you for one day, just like you need me for. All right. This is not no keeping. I'm not trying to keep you. Go back to whatever pond or lake you came out of. I am not the fish you want. All right. I'm telling you now. Where I'm keeping it a buck with everybody in this motherfucker. Now, if we start out something differently, that's a whole different story.
Right.
Bro, I can give it to you how you give it to me. If this is the way you want to route, fuck it, let's roll that route. You want to roll this way? Fuck it, let's see where that goes. But don't come to me telling me one thing. That's why I respect that bitch, bro. That's why I say, bro, hoes need love, man. That hoe needs love. That motherfucker came in here honest, 100%. I respect that bitch, bro.
So you rather a female, you rather a female keep it real with you out the gate than put you through all that bullshit.
Absolute facts, bro. Don't Look, bro, I'm gonna ask the goddess something. Now,
Go ahead,
question,
bro.
right? Do you know by looking at a dude if you're gonna smash that dude on sight? Do women really know that?
Good question. Good question.
Me, I would say yes. Like if my mind is bent on getting it, I'm gonna get it. Period.
Bet.
I
So
mean,
here's the problem that I have then. Here's the problem that, and I've never really asked this question, but here's the problem I have with women. You women, especially y'all motherfuckers, you particularly, y'all bad ones. Y'all motherfuckers know good and damn well y'all gonna smash a nigga, right? You know you're gonna fuck him up. You already know. Like, all right, I'm gonna fuck this nigga. If this nigga keeps this shit right, I'm gonna fuck this nigga. If not, he gonna fuck up. Y'all know this off the rip. So why y'all be playing all these motherfucking games and shit?
well, see, okay, so hold on. So let me just go ahead and say this, because I'm one of those. I would probably be one of those women that's more on your side with that. Because me personally, because I'm so detached, I'm one of those. Really, all I want to do is just get hit and then dip. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really just how I am. I don't really be in the mood to do relationships. I can.
But you Aquarius though. You Aquarius. We different.
But that's my thing. It just depends. Like I can do very well if I'm in a committed relationship. I will stay committed. I will. But if I'm not in a relationship, like when you start talking expectations and all of that, like I'm hold on one second.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Just keep it a buck.
So I definitely get what you're saying, because I run into a lot of guys that all I really want to do is smash you, just like I know you want to do with me. But yet you're gonna tell me everything else you think I want to hear. When nigga, if all you want to do is be friends with benefits, then just say that. We don't gotta talk. We don't gotta communicate. We don't gotta get friendly. We just smash. I mean, we're naturally attracted to each other. And I did a video on my Instagram, and I was just saying, like, ladies, don't act like your dude don't look good. Like, naturally, nobody is just attracted to one person or one particular type of person. So I do see a lot of women out here. Oh, don't look at my man. Oh, don't touch my man. Oh, don't. Like, bitch, you can't stop me from looking. And I didn't really start looking at prints until like last year. So now I don't really be looking at their face. I be looking at the print, but you really can't tell from the print. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But at the end of the day, a lot of guys will act like or say, oh yeah, I'm trying to talk to you. You know, you this and I want this, when really, AKA, you're just saying you want to sleep with me and then go somewhere else. My thing is, if that's what you want to do, I'm cool with that. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to probably want the same thing. But I find that guys will swindle and try to finesse when really they don't have to. So I guess the only reason I would give that woman an applaud is because she was upfront and honest.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
See, I'm like BFTB. I'm a professional side dude, so that's all I'm good for anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we gonna get into all that, bro, because I just seen on 78 communities he not going live. So, Dezi, you got a little bit more time?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Well, look,
I mean, this is my thing, bro. I'm not gonna say I'm a professional side dude like my brother Matt. What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying I am the nigga. I'm that dude that if what you're trying to do, if all you say, you see me and you're like, all right, I can fuck that nigga. Well, if we have a conversation, let me know, because I'm 10 out of 10 times I'm thinking the same thing. Not no motherfucking 9, 10 out of 10 times. All this weird ass shit about motherfuckers be talking about, oh, well, you know, he has good conversation. Man, I don't give a fuck about your conversation. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I care about your conversation after we fuck. After that, if the pussy's good and we fucking is good, then I want to talk to you again. And if it's not good, then I don't. Niggas be here's the problem that I have, and I'm glad I got a queen on here. Real. I'm glad. Here's the problem that I have with this shit, right? A motherfucker will be like, all right, well, you know, let's wine and dine. Nigga, now everyone in here knows good and damn well wine and dine is the keyword to finding out if you're going to be able to fuck. Period. Right? And word, right? If I can't, I got.
I didn't even know it was. I didn't even know it was a code word anymore. Because
Bro, it's some weird shit to me because I don't do it. If I'm trying to fuck. All right, now motherfucker. Oh well, you want to fuck right away. You're not into nothing long. How the fuck do you know? You don't know what that shit can lead to, bro. If we fuck on the first day and we're feeling each other like that, who the fuck knows? We fuck around and get married and be fucking like rabbits forever. You don't know this shit. You out here thinking, oh well, if we fuck on the first date and I know that's all. You don't know shit. What we just did is we skipped all that bullshit. Let me go ahead and take you to the most expensive restaurant and try to buy all these clothes and shit like that. Man, get the fuck out of my. This is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing this. If you fuck with a nigga, then we fucking. If you don't fuck with a nigga, then I'll go find somebody that is. It's just that simple. Like there is a billion motherfuckers in the world. I ain't sitting here trying to be all right. Well, look, and the problem with that I have because I'm so honest with you, a motherfucker think I'm playing around. Or then
your energy is so high. Sometimes people, won't.
That's not my problem.
Is he serious or is he just playing? Like
that's not my problem. That is not my. If my energy, this is me. If you watch any live I've ever done, you will see I am the exact same way every fucking time. This is me. But so for motherfucker, when I tell motherfucker like, bro, like chill the fuck out, bro. Like this is what I do. This is me. I'm not trying to be extra that I'm not. Oh no, well, you came off differently to me. No, the fuck I didn't. No, I didn't. I told you off the rip exactly what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And right now I'm telling you again exactly what I want. But again, it might not be just fucking. It might, hey, you a cool motherfucker. I want to chill with you. Like I don't understand how a motherfucker cannot. It's like I get faulted for being honest. But I don't know.
Well, I had a guy friend that actually told me that like a while back, and I learned then he would tell me like I tell a girl straight up in the beginning what I wanted. So anything that we did after, if she came feelings for, wasn't my problem. And so he would literally like walk and hold hands, dine, grab booty, do the hug where your arms wrap around twice and shit. You know how
it's not your thing.
Grab the ass and shit, Yep. He was doing all of that. And then she started, falling for him and shit. And he was just like, yeah, I'm over here right now, kind of thing. And she's all, mad and freaking out. And he was like, but I told you, what I wanted. So like I said, people do tend to misread messages, but that's why I don't have no expectations for people because again, I think as long as you're being upfront, it's just like the black and white print. Like we don't take the time to read them motherfucking documents and shit. And in the bottom, it be right there and they put it small just because they don't want you to actually read it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which is all the more reason for you too, because then you got you a Taurus that want to just bang your motherfucking back in and then throw your ass out. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is.
But that's the thing, bro. You ain't got to read my five. You got to read my five. I don't have no five. I'm telling you what it is. Now, if something happens from that, cool. You know what I'm saying? If we get into whatever and whatever's whatever, and then we feeling each other, and it goes something different, and it goes something more, then bet I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. I'm not saying I'm never gonna do that. It's no, but what I am telling you is I have no fine print. What you see is literally what you get. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm all fucking, oh, it's just me and blah blah. But for the most part, there be some weird ass niggas that do that shit. There be the weird ass niggas that be like, oh, this is just me. And then you be in the club and shit, and they be like, oh my god, oh, you're doing this to me. I can't. You be in the club, bro. If me and you talking and you in the club, I'm like, shit. What fuck you got on? Send me a picture of that ass. That's what I'm talking about. You do your thing. Yo, I bet you. Oh, you dance on a nigga? I bet your nigga dick ain't bigger than mine. Go ahead and dance on it. I bet you that. I'm one of them type of niggas.
Hey,
yeah, my
that's
nigga,
right.
Straight shooter. He a straight shooter. Straight out the
But,
gate.
yeah, I feel that.
He a straight
And
shooter.
see, I get what she was saying with the holding hands, but I don't do that with everybody. Now I'm gonna slap everybody ass because I'm an ass smacker. I like fat asses. That's just me personally. But
I'm holding hands, dog.
when I was saying earlier, I'm a professional side dude. Like I'm not joking. I'm not looking for no major relationship right now because I ain't got time for it. So like right now, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. I don't give a fuck who listens. Uh, I got a lesbian couple. One of them is my chick, and I got a police officer that's married right now. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Them my two businesses right now. I'm good. Look,
That's
503
skills.
just dropped his head. Like, man, I don't give a fuck. Hey, I'm
That's
good.
skills.
They know what they want when they come to me. I ain't gotta answer no motherfucking body. I ain't gotta do shit. I go, hey, look, hey, what you doing, man? I just got off work. Hey, I'm on my way over. Bitch, come through. It's just
You
that
know,
simple.
that's
I ain't
skill.
gotta do nothing. I
That's
gotta call and check on you, huh?
that's fucking talent, my nigga.
Yeah, I ain't gotta call and check on you. I ain't gotta do none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I give you the wood because that's all you want.
Well, in all of this, I'm gonna need a couple of tips because I tried this shit before and it was crazy because it was a guy that I actually really like. If I like you, like you ought to be happy with your motherfucking self because
That's where you fucked
I
up.
really like no, and I really don't like a lot of people. I really don't. I'm gonna be honest because my thing is it be too many people that be playing games. And my thing is the minute you do something that just strikes me as a red flag, it's like, listen, I don't got time to bullshit with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for none of that. I don't got time. But I said the very
Yeah,
first time I
you too
decided
petty.
look, the very first time I decided I was gonna mess with a dude, he had a whole girlfriend and shit. And I was like, you know what? Let me try this shit out. I don't gotta do nothing. Just come over here, pipe me down, whatever. And then he lived like 40 minutes away. So this
That's
fool was
perfect.
literally look, he was literally coming to my house maybe 2 or 3 times a week or whatever. And my thing is, I stayed out the business. He would message me. We had a code word, bubble gum, whenever the girl was around. We had all of that. But then one day I got a call. I'm thinking it's from him. It ain't from him, it's the girl. And she
Wow.
calling me out and she want to know, well, what y'all doing? And I'm looking like, honey,
Wow.
you don't if you don't want to know the truth, don't ask me because
That's how I am.
apparently he got caught. And I
Oh,
had did a song to this shit and
yeah,
everything.
I was
He
gonna
had
ask you
got
that. That's
caught.
that song you made.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I need to hear that shit.
And he
I
had,
need to
and so
Yeah.
it was the very first situation that it was the very first, and this is like right after I got spiritual and shit. And I was like, nah, we finna try this out. Let me see how it feel to be the professional side piece. So I was like, yeah, I'm loving this side piece shit. And so then the bitch called my phone, and I'm just kind of like, but
Wow.
apparently he hasn't. And then he was a Libra, so another air sign.
There
Look,
you go.
he was a
Yeah.
look.
He
He was a
don't.
You
Libra.
said,
Hey, hold on.
nah,
Just like
nigga,
BMT be
nah,
saying,
nigga.
there you go.
You just
He
said you
don't know how to
fuck with air
balance
signs,
shit.
my nigga. Nah, fuck all that. You said you fuck with air signs. Now all of a sudden you talk about a Libra then fuck with him. See that? See
So
that?
hey, so
You
look,
fuck with
hey,
Taurus. That's what
let me
No,
give you.
no, no.
Hey,
But
shout out to all my Libras out there,
Hey,
man.
situation.
hey,
That's one
hold on, baby
situation,
girl.
and that situation was involving me doing an extra relationship. So
So
I kind of knew better, but it was one of them situations where it was like, damn, I don't really feel like I'm doing wrong. I done stayed out the way.
so
I don't call. I don't go on his social media. I don't be. I'm the really good side piece. I'm
you
the
was
one
doing
that shit.
perfect.
I'ma stay quiet. I ain't gonna say nothing if we in the same place, nigga. I don't know you right now, but
What?
let's like sneak outside real
Nigga,
quick.
you a dying
I'm
breed.
one of those. But
You a
she
dying breed
called
out
my
this
phone.
motherfucker.
Look, she
I
called
but
told
my
you
let
was
me
a
tell
phone
you.
and
motherfucking
she
unicorn.
but what pissed me off more than anything was after she had found out about it, apparently he had been telling her all I was doing was giving him oral. And so that's why she said she was gonna stay with him. We had a long ass conversation. And she said the only reason I'm
Yo,
staying with
she a
him is
sucker,
because
bro.
you was the one
I
you
swear
were
to
the
God.
one giving him and da 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 da. You were on him and you lowering yourself to doing this, and that. And so I was
So
just like, honey, like, like at the end of the day,
whew,
and so it bothered. I'm not even gonna lie, it bothered me because I'm like, why would you lie to this girl? And I'm talking about she was so fucking delusional. Like he would never cheat on me, but yet he getting head from me. So I'm not understanding. And the way
Wow.
we were going
so
about it, he did it before. I know I'm not the first female. So my thing is,
so
if you gonna go
Facts.
Why you mad
So,
Absolute facts.
so Desiree, let me start off by telling you where you fucked up. Anytime that you put yourself in a side situation, when you put feelings involved, you automatically fucked up. I'm gonna
Hey,
tell you like this.
y'all
I just lost.
hold it down for me. Hold it
Huh?
down for me. Right back. Hold it
I
down
Yeah,
for
we
me.
got you.
got
I
you.
got you. 503. So I'm gonna give you an example. I just lost one of my jobs because she got engaged, and I let her go, and she got mad at me. But like I told her, I said you for to spend all your time getting this shit together for your wedding. I don't want to be the reason you don't go through with this shit. Now if you go through and get married and you come back, that's on you. You can still get the wood. But she's letting feelings get involved, and I'll be the reason that she don't get married with her dude. You don't let feelings get involved. You already know what it is. It's just if you going in there smashing, getting you some because you know you still got to get yours off. Once you
Bro,
catch feelings, you might as well look to get in a relationship. If you putting feelings
that is
involved
the
when you fucking
But see, I didn't.
dumbest shit in the
I really
world,
wasn't
bro.
putting feelings towards
how,
it. It was
I'm
more or
just
less a
fucking.
physical.
That's
It was
it.
more or less a physical attraction for me. Like he was good looking, you know. And other than that, we didn't really talk. He had a whole situation. But my thing it was just listen. If we gonna do this, just like I'm gonna keep my shit separate. Just and what I told him from fucking jump, I said, listen, we both air signs, so we think at the end of the day, if we want to do this, then you need to make sure you keep her out my space. I'll make sure I don't cross no boundaries. I'm not calling you 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not doing none of that. I understand what y'all got going on. But at the end of the day, like when you over here or when you taking out all of this time to be over here, she need to make sure she stay over there. Because if anything happens, you took part in this. And like I said, it pissed me off because my thing is all I asked you to do was to keep her separate from me. Just
Facts.
keep her separate
That's
from me.
that's the
Don't
truth.
don't
You
do
that
that.
is something.
But when
That's
she
on his
but
end. That's on
and
his
that
end
and,
because
and again, and that was the very first encounter that I had in that particular situation because I had never messed with a man that was in a relationship before. So the one time I do try it, this is kind of what happens. Now I'm not gonna say I didn't do it again after the fact
You'd be a
because
fool if you didn't do
sometimes
it again.
I didn't learn my lesson too much after that.
Ain't no
But
lessons to learn. Ain't no lessons to learn. Listen, here's my thing. Here's my thing. Right? I'm not gonna say I'm a nigga that don't believe in marriage. I'm not saying that. Here, my thing is this. All these people that are having side pieces, that are having all these other things, it's because you didn't enjoy this shit coming up. You locked yourself off, so you never experienced like you ain't never been with you ain't never had vanilla. You know what I'm saying? That could be something that could fuck around and get to you one day and be like, well shit, let me try this flavor out this bitch. Not saying it will. I'm not saying it will, but I'm just saying it's something that you've never had. Now, I'm in the same boat as you. I've never had vanilla. You know, but my mindset is this. I'm gonna get trapped down, locked down with somebody. And then my mind is thinking, well, what the fuck does vanilla taste like? I mean, I have butter pecan, but I never had dark chocolate. What does that taste like? Which I've had dark chocolate, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I feel like people in general, you should be a motherfucking slut growing up. You should be a straight, before you get married, you should be a straight, you should fuck every and anything. You should have all kinds of dick and pussy in your life. That way, when you lock down, you get into a relationship, you ain't worried about nothing. You see a nigga with a big ass elephant dick. You like, all right, well, I've had a few of those. I'm good. You see a nigga that you see this. I'm good. I'm comfortable with this dude right here. I've already had these flavors. I've already been here and did that. I've worn this super tiny ass dresses where my motherfucking uterus hang at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? You have niggas. You can say you've done all that. You've experienced it, and I believe that's the reason why niggas like Mac and niggas like me are here. You know what I'm saying? Because there motherfuckers don't do that. And I'm not saying I'm a professional side piece, but what I am saying is if you had a man and I'm telling you straight up, I'm attracted to you. If you came to me and you said something to me behind the scene, bro, we fucking. I don't your problem with your man is your problem. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Now that's up for you to figure out. You know what I'm saying? You
fact.
figure that shit out. Not me. I don't know this nigga, and I don't want to know this nigga, because if I did want to know this nigga, I would have rolled up on the nigga and be like, my name is BFTB. We would have had a conversation. You know what I mean? We would have sparked it like and then we would have been friends or enemies. But I don't want to know the nigga. But I do want to know you. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, you see the nigga like me, or I see the woman like you, then it's like, all right, I've already had that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. And I believe that's where all these problems happen, and that's where niggas like the professional side come into place. Because a nigga's like, or a woman is like, well, shit, I never had that before. Let me try that shit. Well, I never had that. You fuck around and try it. You like the shit. And now all of a sudden it's like, well, fuck it. I'm going to just keep doing this shit. Then you become a professional. Now you're not even thinking about nothing else. And I feel like that's a problem that a lot of motherfuckers have.
I will say I was literally going into the corner store like about 3 weeks ago. And so when I had went in there, you know, I wasn't dressed, but I looked cute. And so when I had went in there, it was this guy that was checking me out. And then it was this lady. She looked like a clucker or, you know, one of them homeless people. And she had looked at me and she was like, oh, you know, you're really, really pretty. I like your outfit. And so the dude that was in there, I guess she knew him. And she was like, see, you want to talk to somebody like her. And so he said, nah, she good or whatever, but nah, I ain't looking for that. I need a hoe. Like pretty much I need me a hoe. Like I need me a stank bitch. And I was just kind of like, oh, okay. But you know, and you got dudes that's like that. And that's really what he was like. He was like, nah, like it's not no disrespecting you, sis, but like I ain't looking for that. Like I'm looking for a slang that thing type chick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I definitely understand, you know, where you come from and the attitude behind it. I mean, it's just a matter of your preference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. It's one of those. I believe, like my brother King Vonnie said, bro. I don't listen, bro. Y'all gotta understand something, and I think a lot of dudes have a problem thinking this, bro. A lot of dudes have a problem thinking, bro. Do you do realize that pussy is like the greatest thing on earth? That shit.
It is. Swear to God.
You can smash. You can fuck mad niggas, and that shit.
Well, can I since we on the topic, can I ask y'all as men? I want to ask you all a question because this is something that I feel like I've discussed with a lot of women, but I don't really talk to men about it too much. Can you all, or do you feel you all can really tell the difference between? I did see was this King Vonnie 86 said he didn't want a chick with too many miles on her, and then I was thinking about it. If you can you tell the difference? Let's say you have a chick.
Hell yeah, you can tell the difference, and not by the feel, not by the feel. You can tell the difference because you can tell it. First off, yo, it's not the feel, bro.
Experience is a motherfucker.
I'm not even gonna go on that. I'm just saying it's not the feel. It is the professionality of the woman.
Say that shit again. Say that shit again one more time, BFT, for the white bitch in the back that didn't hear you. Say it one more time.
Again, to my brother Mac, it is not the fit. Because if you are working with something, it's the shit you gonna get your fit anyway. It is the professionality of the woman. It's the movement in her hips because she knows what she's doing. It's how she holds you because she knows how to hold you to get her feel. You know what I'm saying? Or you can get a bitch that, oh, I'm too goody shoes. I'm just gonna sit here. Go ahead and fuck me. I'm missionary. Bitch, if you don't turn the fuck over, if you don't throw this leg over there, if you don't spread that motherfucker there, bitch, give me that motherfucking hair. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
See, it's the type of motherfucker. If you are, that's how I can tell. I can tell.
And then another thing.
You beat up a stiff bitch. You already know. All right. The bitch just thinks she got good pussy, so she just think that this is just what it is. All right, okay. Then I know what to do with you. Beat the brakes off that shit. I ain't never talk to you again. You can hit me up when you want it, but I ain't talk to you again because I already know what you're about. You know, oh, and then there'd be the ones like, oh, you hurt my feelings. No, I didn't, because I told you I wanted to fuck from the get. Now, I didn't hurt your feelings. You hurt your own feelings because you fell for something that wasn't falling back for you. So my thing is this, bro. Yes, you can tell. Yes, you can tell, but not from the, like my brother Jay will say, right? King Vonnie. Bro, you'll never know because the pussy bounced back. The shit snapped back, bro. It snaps all the these motherfuckers.
Especially if they do their kegels. It's gonna bounce back.
Bro, these motherfuckers push out 9-pound babies, bro. Ain't no dick in the world 9 pounds. And if
And half these,
still be good.
half these motherfuckers that say they don't want a chick that got no miles, they don't even know how. Half the time they don't even know if a chick got a bunch of miles on it or not. They feel tight
Yeah,
pussy and
because
think,
they get
oh
lied
man,
to.
she,
Motherfucking lied
yeah,
to you
they don't
fast.
know the
They
difference.
only fuck one time.
But
You
that's
only
why
fuck
I always
100
be
times.
wondering, like, how, because you got some dudes that like, for instance, and I'm not even going bullshit. Like, I'm gonna let the man come out of me right now. And there was one particular day where I had went to one of my dudes. We did what we did. I left out of there. I went to another one of my dudes.
Oh, she a
Did what
boss.
I needed to do there.
She a
And then
boss,
I
bro.
left from there. I'm not even bullshitting, y'all. And this isn't even to say being nasty. This was just one of them days I was just a straight freak feeling.
I've
So
been there.
I had went back
I've had
after
those
the
days.
second dude.
Facts.
I had left him and went back to the first dude all over again. But when I had went back to the first dude, he didn't make any, he didn't act like he wouldn't. I don't think he didn't give me the impression that he knew I went off with somebody else, because he didn't know. But I had went with the first one, left, went to the second one, and then went back all in the damn same day. Like,
That's skills.
and the second
Skills.
guy, then I feel like he didn't know, and then the first guy, he really didn't know. He was just excited to be here. You know what I'm saying? So
Skills.
it's usually like a lot of talk. Some dudes will say, "Nah, I know when my girl cheating. I know when a pussy don't feel the same." But then you got
Niggas is
I've
lying.
only heard it rarely. Some guys may say, "I really don't know. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, then
I don't give a fuck. That's not my problem. When you come to see me, you're coming to see me, bro. I ain't thinking about nobody else you fucking. That's not my problem. That's your problem. You gonna get what you can get when you with me. I tell you that. Because when you go with somebody else, I ain't worried about what you getting with that nigga, bro. That's nothing to do with me. That's not my problem. That's that nigga problem. That's that nigga to give you what you gonna get when you come to me. Because they don't call me a grave digger for nothing. They don't call me that for nothing, bro. I'm just letting you know that. But anyways, off
And this too, bro. Like,
what these niggas say.
another thing, bro, you gotta understand, like, to me, sex is all about energy. Like, if every time the energy is different, so the sex is gonna be different. The coochie is gonna react different. Sometimes it might be loose and wet, and she might be gushing. Some days it might be tight, and like you say, that motherfucker might squeeze you, and it might be clapping on that thing. You understand me? So it's always gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? To me, it all depends on, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a big energy person, so I go off energy all day.
It's all
you know
energy.
what I'm saying?
It's all energy, bro. You know, like, bro, I've done smash chicks, right? Where the pussy is like you have to do shit to make it wet, because they don't really want to fuck, but they fucking because you want to fuck. So the pussy ain't wet. So then you gotta do something to make the pussy wet. And then, the pussy get wet. Now the energy.
Hey, just a quick hint. If you don't want that problem, get you an Aquarius. Think we stay wet all day.
Nigga, I'm in Arlington. You in Dallas. Fuck you talk about. We ain't nothing but 30 minutes away. Stop playing games with me.
Yeah, man. It's a difference, bro.
Yeah, I'm listening. It's all energy, bro. All the whole shit is energy. The whole shit, bro. If your energy is dope, if your energy is dope, bro, man, you get in it, bro, and it's more to it than just hitting it because your energy is dope. It's more to it than the sex because your energy is dope. You know what I'm saying? We got good ass energy, bro. We in some passionate shit, bro. We in some good ass shit. You go do what the fuck you want to do. We have passionate whenever the fuck you back in that mood. Shit, if I'm in it and you in it, let's fucking have that passion again. Fuck. Otherwise, go do the fuck. Leave me the fuck alone, unless we are clicking like that, bro. If we clicking like that, fuck.
Yeah, man. And too, bro, it's a difference. I noticed this, and even with my girl, like, the pussy is different, bro. When she wanna fuck you versus you wanna fuck her, there's gonna be a difference, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because some days when you want to get your rock off, she might just lay there, or you might bend her over, turn her over. You know what I'm saying? And some days when she want to fuck you, she might lay you down, and you know what I'm saying? Just jump on it. Go crazy.
Facts, bro. Facts. All facts. All facts. But the problem is a lot of motherfuckers, men and women, bro, they Yo, we play too many motherfucking games, bro. We play too many games. We be having this, but we gotta talk for so long before we fuck. We
The
gotta do
3-month rule, B.
Oh
How you feel
yeah,
about that 3-month
I
rule?
honestly don't believe that.
Huh?
Like
That
how
3-month
long
rule.
does it really take?
What 3-month rule?
My mom, which is my mom and stepfather are both Tauruses, and both of their birthdays are on the same day. Funny enough, but they got married like what a couple weeks after meeting, and they've been married what 27 years now. So
beautiful.
I mean. So,
Damn,
I don't like when people put dates and stuff, because my thing is, if it's going to happen down the line, if it's going to happen 23 days from now, why wait?
Exactly. You just wasted
why
23 days. You wasted 23 days of fucking is what you just did. We talking about 23 days. That's 23 days of ass you just fucked up. Because you waiting all that time, right? You waiting all that time. You fuck around and be with a dude and or a woman, and the pussy's great. And it's like, well, bet we straight then. Look, let's carry it, continue this shit on.
Hey, hold it down for me, y'all. Hold it down.
I'm with you, 503. I got you. Or you fuck with this dude or this woman for 23 days, 3 months, however fucking long, and then you finally hit it. The pussy or the dick is trash, and now you looking at the motherfucker all crazy. You talking to him funny. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Don't fuck. You're not coming around, nigga. You wasted all that fucking time. Listen, let's get to my shit immediately, right? That way we know if we need to have a day 2, 3, or 23. Because we got to this shit immediately. We know right now we're compatible. Right? We're compatible. I'm with it. I already know this you. All right, bet. We know what it is. We can enjoy ourselves. This shit is good, bet. Or this shit is trash. I'm out. Why would you waste time, bro?
But
time is the one thing
gotta
you
be
cannot get
careful with
back.
that too. And I know I have to. Well, me personally, I have to be careful with that, because there are a lot of times where even after the fact, it's like I can't get the dude to leave me the fuck alone. And you know, when it's good, but sometimes I think I've had to settle down, because it does tend to attract certain energies that I don't want. You know, I might smash you, and then you might have liked it more than I did, so now you can't let go. And then I just kind of found that it became to be more of a problem in a sense than not. So I did slow down with it, but yeah, when you know you good, sometimes you really can't just be, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want them extra problems, because just like with money come problems, with good dick come pussy problems too. Like, and then emotional ones, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I love your attitude, as in the honesty, but like and I'm not saying that you do, but me personally, I have to now, because I'm gonna be honest, I was a loose ass fucking cannon. Like I really was. And for any Aquarius that knows, I think we all still going through that phase. That's probably not a phase that's gonna ever go away. But
them sexual demons.
Them
sexual demons you gotta fight them sexual demons.
Like you have to. I'm talking about
masturbation. Nigga, so do I.
Tyson Fury ass. If y'all didn't see it, Tyson Fury ass did an interview, and he was saying on the interview that he masturbates 7 times a day.
Yeah, because he's a weird ass nigga.
Look, well, don't call him weird.
No, because he was masturbating to Deontay Wilder. That's weird as fuck.
But
this nigga was masturbating to Deontay Wilder. There's a whole different story.
Yeah, he licked him on his damn neck too.
Yeah, that's just weird as fuck.
That's nasty.
You are a nigga masturbating to another nigga that you are about to box. That's weird as fuck.
But that's history too. Because it is said that the slave owners, that's what they would do. They would lick the men.
Yeah, they did that. The buck breaking. They do that buck breaking shit. What they was doing. They find the biggest, strongest, burliest black man and then rape his ass in front of his family and shit. The buck.
What was that movie with that guy from the Green Mile and then the dude from The Mask? You remember? Was it?
Nah, I don't watch that weird ass shit, bro.
That real big buff dude or whatever. Well, it was and Bruce Willis was in it too, but it was a weird ass.
Oh, hold on. She talking about Pulp Fiction, and that's not Michael Douglas. That's That's Ving Rhames. That's two different black dudes.
Yeah, Vin Rain. That's who it was. Well, either
I ain't
way,
never seen that
about-
either.
taking that,
And from the sounds of it, don't look like I'm be watching it if they fucking niggas in Pulp Fiction, bro. I ain't watching that shit.
it was Bruce Willis.
It
Was
wasn't
in the movie,
about
wasn't
fucking
he?
niggas.
Green
It's a
No,
fucked up
it
movie.
wasn't, but it was showing how they would demasculate men, because there was a part where Bruce Willis and the black dude, they was held hostage, but they took the black dude in the room first. And when they took him in a room, you didn't see what they did. It was just two white dudes that pulled him in the room, and they closed the door. And Bruce Willis was sitting in the chair trying to get out. But when he had broke out and opened up the door, the dude was like locked like this inside of this like wooden bound, and he couldn't move. His arms and shit was locked, and the dude was trying to take him from the back. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas, stop playing. That's in Pulp Fiction. I ain't watching it.
bro. Real talk. She ain't lying. That's on Pulp
So
Fiction.
whatever movie it was, so like, and that's why I said we see stuff like that, or some of us see stuff like that in movies, and it's kind of why I don't like watching stuff like that. It took me forever to watch Django. What was it? It wasn't The Notebook, but it was one of those another movie where the black lady was in there and she was raising a white kid, and the little girl actually went to the bathroom by herself, and the mother had spanked her because they had all them toilets out on the lawn.
Dang, I ain't see that shit neither.
I seen that one. I don't know what
You
that
said
was.
what happened?
It was fuck. What's her name was in it? The girl that do what's her name? The black lady, she's an actor. She real popular. How to Commit Murder or something, How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh shit, I'm horrible with names. I'm horrible with them motherfuckers' names. I saw her face, I know the bitch, but I'm horrible with names, bro.
Beloved?
Damn, what was her name? She played in that show, that series on Netflix, How to Get Away with Murder, the black lady. And she always plays like a lawyer or an attorney or somebody's mother or some shit.
Somebody said Viola Davis.
Yeah, Viola Davis.
Yes, Viola Davis.
I don't know who the fuck that is either.
She always played an evil ass role. I don't know why I don't like her.
Bro. I got to Google it because I don't know who the fuck she is.
That's her.
The Nanny? Is it called The Nanny?
Was it the? I'm not really sure if it was the.
I don't know.
Not,
I don't know.
Viola Davis, she played as one of the. She worked in a house with the white lady. She was raising the white lady kids, and it was that movie where they was like that lady made the pie with the shit in it, and she was like, "You ate the pie."
You talking about The Help?
The Help. That's what it is. The Help. It took me almost 3 years to watch The Help. I don't like watching slavery type shit. I don't either.
Has to
do with
never seen that shit before in my life.
I don't like to watch it. So when it comes to boxing and stuff like that.
Okay.
When I seen that shit, it really turned me off. And that's kind of why I wanted to speak out on it. Because that shit really happens, and it's in plain sight. I don't know if you all saw the part of the video where I think it was Tyson Fury's brother. He was in the back throwing up the damn Jesus sign,
No, he was throwing. That's a Ku Klux Klan sign. It's a white supremacy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And they exposed it, and unfortunately, our black men they're subjected to that, and I hate to see it. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the movie Django, when the two men were fighting, like I hate to see black men having to fight each other, and it's unlawfully or it's unfairly. You know what I'm saying? If boxing were a sport to where you could literally just come out and just get your ass beat lawfully and fairly, I wouldn't mind it.
Me neither.
And I had a lot of people coming at me talking about, well, how is he cheating? And y'all just mad. But my thing is, once all the evidence came out and y'all still wanted to kind of look the other way, it just kind of makes me feel bad for the sport itself. But it really just speaks volumes on what's happening.
Yeah.
Everywhere around the world.
Which is the reason why you would probably enjoy watching my lives.
Facts.
I destroy motherfuckers relentlessly. I have no boundaries. None.
All day.
And this shit right here, this shit with Tyson Fury, like I'm such a petty ass nigga, man. And it's crazy because I sit back at nighttime and I'm watching TV. I'm laying in my bed, channels like, nigga, you petty as fuck, bro. I be thinking this shit, bro. I'm literally just thinking shit like I'm a petty ass nigga. Cause I'm literally in my mind setting motherfuckers up, knowing what I'm gonna do on my next live. And it works like clockwork. Like tomorrow, when I destroy Lomachenko, yeah, it's gonna work like fucking clockwork. This whole week.
Make
This
sure
whole week.
you send me that. Make sure you send me that link so I can go and see it because I definitely want to. I want to see it.
Well, shit, I'll be live. You know, so you could just this big BFTB boxing. You know, everybody that's in here will be there. Everybody.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be there because I definitely want to see what you have to say. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I'm a monster, bro. I ain't even gonna front with you. Not even.
Oh yeah, I can.
My own shit, bro. I'm a fucking monster. Like I stick with and the thing about a motherfucker can't fuck with me because I deal in facts. That's why you can't like that'd be like me telling you don't have a red necklace on. Like, no, you do have a red necklace on. You clearly have a red necklace on. And then because I know what I'm telling you is factually, I'm gonna embarrass you. I'm gonna embarrass you very badly.
Yep.
Consistently and habitually and in a very petty manner. Cause I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's bad. But I love it, bro. But I just sit back like I'm a petty ass nigga, bro. I'm petty.
It's okay.
Hey, 503. You ever did that, bro? You ever sit back and look like, yo, that nigga BFTB petty as fuck. Like petty for no reason, petty. Yeah, I ever did that, bro. I'm just a real ass question, bro.
Yes, bro, you got a whole playlist of P files, the petty files.
Them my favorite. I swear to God, them my favorite videos because he come on that bitch with a black strip BFTB boxing. TV.
Yeah.
One thing I got from BFTB is he gonna always come with the facts and the research. That's why I like when I do my show, sometimes I freestyle, but I make sure that I got the facts. You know what I'm saying? Or I pull up the article, or I screen share and get the information so everybody can see it. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, he gonna be petty with it, but you can't deny it because it's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like one of them dudes from Sports Center or ESPN, Stephen A. Smith.
Fuck Stephen A. Smith.
I would hurt him.
I started to do a
It's
whole
way worse.
video. I started to do a whole video just going to fuck off on Stephen A. Smith. Now, granted, the only reason I didn't cut his ass up on Instagram was because he did speak, he did speak highly of Deontay Wilder, but it was in a sense that he's good, but Tyson Fury is the better fighter, which I get it only because Tyson Fury's been in the league a little bit longer. And then on top of that, he's had a little bit more exposure, from one country to another, whereas Deontay Wilder didn't really have the exposure, and he still don't have the exposure that he deserves. But all in a nutshell, at the end of the day, I just feel like it's just a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit, and I just don't. I just.
But see, that's the realm I live in, though. I'm glad it's.
I'm gonna tell you. One thing about BFTB, and this is one thing I love about my brother, man. We can be sitting here building on something, and if one of us make him realize something real quick, like if we say something, be like, man, that's a good point. He's for literally wait till his next live stream, and that's for the be his topic. He gonna use it. He gonna wait and use it for a motherfucker to come in, and then he's about to go off on the ass and use what we just talked about because he got a motherfucking photo memory. Goddamn.
Yeah, my memory is dope, bro. My memory is dope. My memory is you're not going to. And the crazy thing is, you can't tell me something that is going to be like that don't sound right. Like the coronavirus shit don't sound right to me. It doesn't stick. It doesn't stick well with me. You're not going to tell me go in your house, don't go outside around people. Okay, fine. Now, what's the results? What's the results of this? You got niggas going up buying all the toilet paper. It had, nigga, are you covering your face with toilet paper? Like, someone explain this shit to me because I'm confused on if, okay, you get the coronavirus. Now I can understand if you got the coronavirus and you was dying. There was no cure. You're dying. If that's the case, I understand. But that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Niggas got the coronavirus now and don't even know it. You know, they're showing no symptoms. They have no issues. They're just going about their normal day, but they can infect somebody else that their immune system is not as strong. That's why I'm be telling these, bro, probably everybody you know, including you, probably got the motherfucking corona. If hold up, if you mean to tell me so the coronavirus just showed up in the state of Washington with no nigga that ever been to Italy, China, or nothing. It just showed up somewhere. You're trying to tell me that. It just showed up. And nobody's questioning this. They have asked the people that know the person, the people that person knew, they have question upon question upon question to try to figure out who, if anybody, went overseas, and no one has. So you're trying to tell me that someone in the state of Washington, with the whole Pacific Ocean between them and China, you mean to tell me this shit just migrated? It caught a nor'easter and fucking migrated across the fucking China Sea, across the from China to Washington. A motherfucker just woke up and just took a deep breath and breathed it in. And here's some other things. How are they, motherfuckers always, why are we wearing a mask? The doctors have told everybody, you cannot get this from wearing a mask. The only thing you will do is protect yourself from giving it to someone else. And even that.
And you know what's crazy about that? Even people that wear the mask, they wear it improperly. So it would be ineffective anyway.
I'm sitting here looking like I was at the airport the other day. Bro. I'm looking at these motherfuckers. Now, I know what the doctor says. I know what all the experts says. All the experts says wearing a mask does not protect you from getting it. It protects you from giving it. Right. Doesn't protect you from getting anything. So I'm looking at all these motherfuckers. So since I know this, everybody I see with a mask, I'm like, this thing got the coronavirus, bro.
So
you got the virus, bro.
Why you saying that, bro? I swear to God, I put this on everything I love. So Sunday, I was finna make a pizza, you know what I'm saying? Just a homemade pizza. I went to HEB to grab a couple of things. They didn't have everything I need. But as soon as you walk into HEB, bullshit you not, the workers there stop you with your cart. They spray your cart down, make you go put hand sanitizer on, then grab the cart and go through their store. And they cleaning the store up the whole time while you go doing that shit. I go to Walmart. I see all these motherfuckers in Walmart more packed than HEB with all these masks on. Everybody got on gloves. They got a station for you to clean your own car to enter the store at your own risk. And I'm like, my anxiety kicked in. And every time I seen somebody with a mask on, bitch, you got it. Let me hurry up and get the fuck out this stove. I'm talking about every time I seen one of them things or do hand sanitizer, I'm putting that shit on my hand. I'm like, when I got home, I Lysol my clothes, took them hoes off, showered. I'm talking about, that shit had me fucked up. Just going to Walmart. I said, I ain't going back in there though. That's how I feel.
This is my thing on this coronavirus, bro. Like, make the results equal the passion that you have to not get it. The results don't equal it. Motherfuckers, it's not like you're getting the coronavirus and dying immediately. If that was the case, nigga, I'm never leaving my house. I'm staying right here. I got the internet. I pay for all my bills online. I don't need to do shit. I can work out right here. I can do all my shit right here. I ain't got to do nothing, bro. Nothing at all. Motherfucker, I can order all my food to come to me. Before it gets to my house, I'm spraying it down. Spraying my burgers down in the whole nine. Listen, bro, I don't need to do shit, bro. But that's not the case.
But I thought y'all ain't had that problem down in Arlington.
Nigga, I don't know what the fuck's in
Arlington is Dallas.
I don't know. No. Arlington, I thought, because I was just in Arlington, I want to say 2 days ago.
But I'm in Irving. I'm not in Arlington. I'm in Irving.
Oh, you're in Irving. Oh, well, never mind. Because they were saying in Arlington, which is probably the opposite way, going the same amount of time. They were saying that they were open in Arlington. Like, they didn't close down shit like they did in, like, Dallas is on lockdown.
Yeah, I don't know about none of that shit.
I think it's ridiculous to an extent. In Arlington, yeah, my friend was saying that the restaurants and everything's still open. Like, I went over here to Wingstop to get me some ranch dressing, and they got people outside. They won't let you in unless you paying for your food. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But that's here in Dallas.
None of this makes sense to me. I will say this again, all right? What is the results from having it? If you are dying immediately, if that's it, there's no cure, you're dying. I understand. It makes total sense to me. But how come there's no pain? How come niggas with AIDS is for a mask? Nigga, you are dying. You dead, nigga. There is no cure for your unless you are Magic Johnson, dead. So how the fuck is these niggas like, I can't get that corona? Nigga, you AIDS. The fuck y'all niggas talk about, bro? Like, I don't understand this shit. Like, what's the result? There is niggas with AIDS. You have no cure. None. And they're quarantined in the house for coronavirus. Quarantined. What? I don't, bro. What is the results of this? If the result is you are dying, there is nothing you can do about it. You get the corona. That's it. I understand. Fine. But more motherfuckers have died from the flu than have died from corona.
I think corona just kind of spread a little bit more rapidly than the flu did. I think that's really the only difference. It just spread quicker and it was so much more out of control.
So what?
But the thing is, like with the flu, you find more people did die of the flu, but they're making so much more of a big deal about the coronavirus. And then apparently coronavirus is in the shit that we use, like Lysol. That and the thing why I say it's getting too out of control. I seen a dude on fucking Instagram with bottles of Pledge talking about $35. And I thought Pledge was the clean wood and shit, but I mean, it is the point where people is doing anything. Like you got people on Instagram now talk about, look, I got me some basics. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the tissue and shit. I got me some basics in the store. That bitch $8.99, but I gotta sell it to you for $15 because we you know what I'm saying? You got people out there got the 8-roll pack for $15 and shit. Gotta make a profit too. You know what I'm saying?
Clowns,
you got women in the damn stores fighting over tissue.
Clowns.
Y'all ain't never fought over tissue in y'all life. But again, when
my sister a couponer,
it'll make you do it.
My sister a couponer. If I run out of toilet paper, I'm calling my sister.
I ain't fighting over none of that shit. I'm not fighting over none of that. Nigga, listen, bro, I was in Walmart like 3 days ago. There was a dude in there about to fight a Walmart attendant because they brought the shit back there on that little pallet. They brought and before they could put it down, he was trying to grab one, and they was trying to tell him like something about don't grab him just yet. He was about to fight. Now, come to find out, I was with my sister. My sister told me that nigga be sucking niggas off. Like literally, he's a gay nigga. You couldn't tell nigga he was like toughest nigga in the world. Oh, yes, I wish you. Oh, I'm gonna get this. I'm getting this. Like talking hella tough. It was like this nigga be sucking niggas off. Whatever. Some buffoonery. But it was just. I'm looking at this nigga like, you about to fight over toilet paper, my nigga? Toilet paper. Nigga, all right. Let me ask y'all.
But we
what
got
the
people
fuck is
that
toilet
fight
paper
over,
supposed to do?
We got people that fight over much less. I mean,
But what's the toilet paper supposed to do?
You step on a Jordan, you'll lose your life and shit. You step on a crack, you break your mama's back and shit. Like they fucking us up over.
Hey man, Jordans is different, bro.
Hey, you
Jordan.
Gotta be careful. Hey,
how about
look.
This? I don't know if y'all can see it. Fuck Jordan. Fuck.
Hey, Jordans is different.
Fuck.
Tell him again. Cause
shoes. Them high ass fucking shoes and the motherfucking quality ain't the same. They used to have metal on the shit. Now they got plastic tips. Bitch, I'm paying all of this money. The least you could do is make my motherfucking shoes goddamn metal like they was. I feel better paying for some metal than some fake ass gold ass painted over ass plastic and shit.
I'm not disagreeing. I agree with you.
I'm not either.
I'm still fighting.
I had bought them Gammas, right? The blue and black joints. The front part of my damn shoe, after wearing that shoe maybe 4 times, because I used to collect J's myself. I literally just sold all of my damn Jordans, and I told Jordan, fuck you, and I'm selling all of these bitches. And so the ones that I had in the front, that front piece, that's like that clear blue piece, was literally coming the fuck apart after me wearing the shoe, and I wasn't even playing basketball in the damn shoe.
Oh, you must have got some bullshit, bro.
No, they was legit shoes. I literally won it. You remember they were auctioning it off? You had to get you a ticket and shit.
Yeah.
I had got mine that shit had to be legit. Them shits was.
Yeah, you got
I
some.
started to glue them shits back because I didn't want to let them go. I had paid to get my
Damn.
dog
Hey.
for them hoes.
Yeah, you got yours from the bottom of the batch, dog. Hey, my shit's is I still got my shits right now. The exact same ones. My shit's the criminal.
The only ones that I like was my Taxi 12s, and that's only because I didn't like them because that metal piece, the golden metal piece, it's not even metal no more. It's fucking plastic. And he
So
went
y'all,
up on his prices, and the quality of his shoe is not what it used to be like 10 years ago.
that's
Facts.
why
And I don't understand
that's why I
whenever
only wear the 13s, the dub zeros, the 10s, and the 4s. Y'all can have the rest of them shits.
And I
But
do.
still, those are supposed to be a
And I do
basketball
have all
shoe.
the right.
Jordan played in all of his J's. Why is it that we're in a time now that we don't wear them shoes for basketball?
Because they look too
Man,
good, and I don't want to crease them bitches.
you got
So I just
crease
wear
my
them
shoe.
bitches. I got damn near every one of them in multiple different colors. Bro, I got more shoes. Man, I'm not gonna say that, but I damn sure.
Hold
I
on,
damn sure
matter of
got all.
fact, I'm gonna show you real quick the last pair that I had.
Yeah, man. Y'all boys going off in the chat, man. I hope y'all liked the live stream though, but we gonna wrap this one up in a little minute.
Oh yeah, I got those. Hey, hold up, I got those. Are those
Let me
the ones
see.
with the red?
I
Hold
thought
up,
I only had one pair. This is the one pair that I have.
man. Them shit, I got those. Yeah, I
Hold
got
on.
those. Them shits is banging, and I got those, but I got the high tops. I don't got the low tops. I gotta get the low top.
And see, I didn't want the low tops. I wanted the high tops. I didn't care what shoe I ever got as long as I had this in high top, but I couldn't find it in high top. So I
Are
got this
those
one in
are
low
those the
top.
breads? Are those the breads?
Yeah, them the bread.
Yeah, I got
And
those. I got those in the high top.
This is the part of my gammas. Like this part was you could peel this part back, and this was literally after I wore it like 4 times. You could literally peel this
Man,
part
you
back.
better put some gorilla glue on that motherfucker, bro.
I
I ain't
swear to
getting rid.
God.
Shit, that's
I ain't getting rid of
look,
it.
that shit
Fuck
that
that.
shit didn't even stay. So you know what I do now? You know what I do now? Fuck Jordan ass.
What you getting? What you getting now? Bet. Wear them shit and nothing else. And come see a nigga.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
No, look, I tell you, have us a little play date or something. I'm not even playing. I smash you and throw you away.
Hello.
Just like I know you want.
Nigga, don't tell me a play date. This ain't for play, nigga. This ain't motherfucking romper room. Ain't no motherfucking play date. Nigga, you know what it is, and I know what it is. So we should know what it is. Show up in the
Facts.
Look,
nigga, wear the
okay,
necklace and the shoes.
we there.
Wear the necklace and the shoes and the glasses. You don't need nothing else.
This nigga PLTV crazy. Hey man, that's what I wanted my nigga to come on here, man.
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
either way, everything coming the fuck off. Everything.
I'm gonna need that necklace on.
I don't play no motherfucking game.
I'm gonna need that necklace though.
Look.
You can keep that one on.
Look.
I'm gonna need that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that's my nigga. If he don't get no motherfucking bigger, that's a savage. I'm telling y'all, if I go, it's certain niggas I know. If I'm fit to go to war, fuck with some females, I'm calling. And BFTB got that one of them.
Perfect wingman. He the perfect wingman. You know what I'm saying?
I swear.
I know when we come back to that DF dub, man, we all gotta link up. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Stay Ready, we all linked up. You know what I'm saying? Because we went to the Earl Spence fight. That's what I was telling Dezi earlier. You know what I'm saying?
BFTB actually stay by my little brother.
Right now.
If you all come to Dallas, or if y'all know a fight, y'all make sure y'all let me know, because I just be looking for stuff. Like I'm still trying to find me like not a beatboxing competition, but one of those, those hardcore rap battles, like New York style rap battles.
I know
I'm trying to look for one of those too. I've been trying to look for one of those for a long time, but they don't really have them too much. Dallas is one of them places where if you want something like exotic like that, it really does come rarely. So y'all make sure y'all let me know if y'all
I
down
know.
here. We'll go out, drinks on me. I got all of y'all the first shots, even though I don't drink and shit. But you know,
I
I
don't really
take
drink
y'all a
either.
shot of orange juice and shit.
Shit.
I don't really
So
drink
Y'all okay? Hey, since y'all don't drink, y'all can give me y'all shots.
for
It's
sure.
cool. I'll
hey,
swallow the
that's
shit out
what's
there
up. That's
and
what's
then fire
up. First
one up with
shots
my
on
brother.
me.
For sure.
Yeah, so yes, I'm excited. I'm
Shit,
I'm
make it
I'm
happen.
just
I'm with
really
it.
appreciative for being here, y'all. I really do appreciate this.
And
Yeah,
a
yeah.
nigga about to get that I'm about to get my my what's his name this weekend, bro. I'm happy as a motherfucker, bro. I've had one before, but it wasn't for me. I bought it for someone else, but I'm finally getting my Benz this weekend, bro. I'm happy as a motherfucker. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait,
I'm
bro.
get I'm
I
getting
can't wait.
my Challenger here pretty soon.
And
So
see, that's what I'm
yeah.
trying to get.
You getting a Challenger?
Yes.
I thought
Yes.
about it, bro. I thought about it, but I'm like, fuck that, bro. It was either Mercedes or a BMW for me. It was one of the two. I thought about getting a Challenger or what's the other one? A Charger. I thought
Yeah.
about getting one of
The
them, and I'm like,
I
man,
think Mercedes, honestly, I love Mercedes. I told myself if I ever came across enough money to go to Germany and get mine like custom built from the
you can't bring
ground
it
up,
back though. It's too much to
yeah,
bring it
fuck
back.
that. If I had the money, I'm bringing that bitch back one way or the other. What's that
I mean,
long
you could
road
get it
that people
now.
be
You could get it
driving?
back. You can bring it back, but bringing it back is gonna cost so fucking much to bring it
Oh,
back because we gotta do all
it
that
would be
emissions and all
well
that crazy shit. Redo a whole
it
bunch
would
of
be
shit in
well
there.
worth it. I'm just saying, if I had the money, that's what I would do. I would get me a custom. I'm talking about it ain't no money. Like what I want is what I want,
I feel
and
you.
all black, silver trimming. My name gonna be instilled in there some goddamn where. My
I'm
wheels
with it.
gonna be unfucking touchable and shit. Like
I'm with it.
yeah,
That shit sound fire to me.
Yeah, man.
I see
But we
say
gonna
BMW with Benz, and I was going to get the BMW, bro. But I've had one of those. I've had a Mercedes, but not mine. It wasn't mine. That's the reason why
yeah.
I see y'all. I see it's about that time for the General King. So I'm gonna go ahead and scroll
nah,
out.
nah.
Hey,
70,
shit.
78 didn't go on today, bro. He
Oh,
didn't
he
go on
didn't.
today.
That's what's up.
Nah,
Shit.
that's why we had rocked out for this long, man. But it's already finna be 8 o'clock. We've been on for damn near 3 hours, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up though.
And my
For sure.
battery is
You gonna
literally
get
on
that?
3%, and it's on the charger.
For sure.
Oh damn.
Well,
Oh
shit, I
yeah,
already
yeah.
hit you on IG, so I mean, it is what it is at this point. And y'all, a fan already knows who I am, so shit.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. See, my bro, he been fucking with you for a long time. That's why I told you, like, the brothers is gonna fuck with you. And BFTB was one of your main supporters. I ain't gonna even much cap. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So,
I appreciate that. And you
For
know
sure.
what? Trust me, all three of you all are individually favored by me. Like seriously. So if y'all can just make sure y'all just because like I said, my phone is on like 3%. So I'm a stay on here until we get off. But I really want all of y'all social media. 503 line, I think I have yours.
mhm.
BFTB, I think I have
You do.
your YouTube, but I
Yeah.
don't know if I have a Stay
You got
Ready. I
my
don't have
IG.
your stuff.
You got
Hey,
my
Huh?
just like you just
IG the
said,
same shit.
it's stay ready boxing on everything, even
Yeah.
Facebook
You definitely
and
have mine.
Okay.
YouTube.
You hit me up on
Okay.
IG.
Yeah, and
So you got my shit.
my personal IG is Boss Mac 1222.
Hold on. Let me
Mhm.
Mine's
try
the
to.
same shit, man. Matter of fact, I'm about to hit you again. So you got my shit. That was
Okay, hold on.
Mhm.
I got my little book right here. Okay, what is it? Stay Ready. Yours is what now?
Stay ready boxing TV on all platforms, everywhere.
Yo,
Okay.
IG. You on Twitter too, right, bro?
I'm on Twitter, but that ain't that. My Twitter is not. You can follow me on Twitter. It's Boss Mac of SDS 1222.
Right. Yeah, I know you
Yeah.
got BLTV, YouTube, and Instagram. We gonna have to plug your YouTube page. I had texted you
Damn, you
so
just
we
froze
can
like a.
plug that. We gotta get your subs up. You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah,
shit show.
I appreciate
Uh,
that. Well, like I
what
said,
what
y'all can find me. It's
matter of fact,
DEZIDC on Instagram. It's
I'm gonna put the link in the description box so everybody can go.
Oh, yeah.
Can
So
y'all hear
y'all
me?
make sure, like I
Yeah.
said, y'all bring me back on here so we can get more diverse and shit. I really enjoyed my time on here with y'all. I appreciate it.
Already. Yeah, for sure, man. BLTB, let me get your last, bro, and let the people know what you got going, King.
Shit, man, I'm working on this petty file for this nigga Eat Shit Smith. I'm almost finished with it. I'm gonna
Fuck that
drop
hoe.
that. The first part of that shit had me cracking the fuck up myself. If I'm laughing at my own shit, bro, this is gonna be funny as a motherfucker. So I finish this shit, bro. I'm gonna drop this shit. I'm trying to drop it soon, bro. I'm trying to get it tomorrow at the latest. I'm trying, but every time I go over it, I'm adding more shit to it, roasting this bitch ass nigga even more. So just look out for that
Hey,
one.
did you hear what he said on? Did you see what he said on Twitter today?
Nah, don't even tell me because it's gonna add more shit
Hey,
to it.
I
hey,
got
I'm gonna
to.
send it. I'm finna send
He
it to
said
you.
he said he gonna end the LDBC.
Oh, send it to me,
What?
dog.
Yeah.
Send it to me, dog. Yeah, I gotta get him, bro. I gotta
Yeah,
get it. Send it to me, dog. Send it to me.
yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta send that to you, bro.
The nigga said he gonna end the LDVC.
Oh,
The nigga he just said that.
he said it
Stop
on
playing.
Twitter.
Nigga,
Yep.
Hold on, let
stop
me see if
playing.
I can find that shit.
Yeah, send me
I
that,
said,
bro.
man,
Send me that.
Yeah.
I'm about the front, bruh.
Hey,
What?
bro.
You know what I'm gonna do to this nigga, dog?
Hey, I'm
No,
telling
I'm
you, bro.
gonna
That
embarrass this
nigga,
nigga, bro. Okay.
that nigga, he wants some clout, bro. He wants
All
some,
right,
and he gonna
cool. He gonna get it,
he
just
gonna
not the way he want it, but he gonna get it. Just
Look.
not how he wants to get it, but he gonna get it.
yeah,
But shit, that's all I got though, fam. So go ahead, yo, send me that shit, bro.
yeah.
Hey, Desi, I already hit you.
All right, bet.
Just go ahead and check
Okay.
that shit when you get an opportunity. But all right, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later, y'all. Peace.
All
all
right.
right,
Bye,
good bro.
y'all.
Peace. All right. Desi, let me get your last right quick before you get up out of here and that phone die on us. And I hope you enjoyed yourself, man.
Yes, I had a really amazing time. Like I said, I appreciate it so much. I had a really, really good time. So
Yeah.
what you was asking for?
Your YouTube, man. Your YouTube. We gotta get your subs up, man.
Oh,
We
my
gotta get them subs
YouTube
up.
is it's Desiree AC, just DESIREE, and then capital AC.
Okay. So
On
everybody
YouTube.
that's in
Yeah.
the chat, y'all go subscribe to her right now. I still got like 23 people in here. I need all y'all to go subscribe. A lot of the brothers saying they subscribe to you. You know what I'm saying? So
Thank you so
y'all,
much. Everybody, I didn't see everybody that was on here, but I appreciate everybody for having me on here, for being respectful to anybody that left comments. I can't, again, see everybody, but I just appreciate all of y'all. And like I said, this is a dope ass channel, dope ass platform. And I'm just very appreciative. Thank you so much.
I already appreciate it. Make sure to tap in with the homegirl, man. It's the queen right here, Dezi DC, man. Straight out of goddamn Southeast, right? DC?
Southwest.
Southwest, okay, Southwest DC, man. Y'all be sure to tap into the homie, man. And with that being said, go on close us out, big bro.
Man, shout out to the mighty LDBC, that's Lions Den boxing community. If you didn't know, now you know, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that came through. We appreciate y'all, man. It was a great build. It was a hell of a show today. 503 had a great surprise for the world. The Queen Dezi came through and she brightened everybody day. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you coming
Facts.
through. You know what I'm saying? And 503, I
Thank
appreciate. You know,
y'all.
we always got a great build. It's a Houston hard hitter thing. You know, Triple H run this bitch. But you know, it's your boy
You
Mac
already know.
with Stay Ready Boxing TV, and y'all know my motto: you ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. Know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's just like that, man. Y'all be sure to tune in. We will be bringing her back on. We're not going to oversaturate it too much, but she will be back. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk behind the scenes, and whenever she ready to come back, we're going to get her back on the channel. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep growing her platform, and y'all be sure to listen to her podcast. What is it called? Flicking My Big? What is it? How you say
It's
it?
called flicking on my bick. Flicking on my bick.
Yeah, you're flicking on my beat. That's the podcast. Y'all be sure to tap into that. Tap into the YouTube. Tap into the Instagram. Desi DC on
Thank
Instagram.
y'all.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, we gonna keep it pushing, man. It's your boy 503 line, man. 1-4 for the Houston Hard Hitters, man, and it's just like that, man. I got another special guest tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it entertained, keep y'all informed. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names right now, but y'all gonna see, man. It's your boy 503 Line, and we gone, man. H time for real. Peace.